This buzzball is cold. Let's get in the freezer for a minute. And we're live on YouTube.
Here,
right.
why? Get
What's
your
up,
phone
all
set up
our
at least.
viewers?
Get the IG live. We can get another angle going over there.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. You had the most fan interaction of anyone last time.
Yep.
Yeah.
What up, what up?
I do have.
It's not about getting famous, White. It's about
It's about the love of potting.
It's about the love of the game.
The love of the game. Guys, welcome to DI Podcast episode
number 2.
Well, no, but they can rewind, Kelsey. You know,
I didn't. They could
rewind.
rewind.
We just talk.
Work.
I don't.
All right. Well,
we got some interesting stories coming at you today.
Should I
We
live
got some
stream on my
relationship
main
advice.
account or my main account?
why are you?
The one that has the most
main.
traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, who are you trafficking people on? Wayfair.
Yeah, I was gonna say red.
How do you guys feel about Wayfair?
I don't know
shit about it. You guys don't know? So apparently, like, they've been having like $10,000 suitcases and toolboxes with like the names of.
Oh, I knew about that.
Oh, yeah,
I knew
so-
about that.
Yeah, like people are harboring the names of children in these boxes, and like they're selling them for like thousands of dollars. I don't think anyone's bought one, but
If it's real, people definitely bought one.
yeah,
Somebody definitely like.
It's like
but I just
34.
don't know if it's real.
yeah.
It's like Rule 34.
But
If it exists, someone's bought it.
yeah. Well, yeah, shit. It's been a really long time since we potted. I think the last time we did coronavirus might not have been a thing.
Yeah, I think
we
coronavirus
definitely weren't
is
in
like-
lockdown
this
yet.
would've
Skipping
been like
class
winter.
wasn't out.
Yeah.
Kelsey wasn't back. Kelsey's back.
I'm back.
Yeah.
baby. Back in the-
Mel's cut his hair.
Nels
now
cut
it's
his hair
back.
and now it's
purple.
grown back and
Back,
it's purple.
It's like purple.
Um,
Jack cut his hair, but now it's back. Derek cut his hair.
Whoa.
It's not back because he cut it.
yeah.
Did Derek just cut his hair?
Yeah,
He
dude,
says
Derek got
Derek's
short
hair.
hair again. It's such a bummer. I told him, I was like, dude, you look so good with long hair. He was like, no, I didn't. I was like, yes, you did. Dude, he was rocking the
Yeah, he had a good
the
flow.
samurai bun, but he still had enough to hang down.
Oh
it looked
man.
really good. I was like, dude, why'd you cut it? He's like,
Shit,
"Tough, man."
I'm gonna get on that.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Bun up top, party in the back.
You ought to.
This is my first time ever having a buzz ball, which also looks like a bath bomb. I didn't realize it was 15% alcohol. I took one sip, and
It's like a good wine.
I'm ready to be in the ring with Iron Mike right now. Pretty delicious. So I had the colada one. That one was delicious.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Tastes like a pina colada. A scale of 1 to 10. I mean, like I don't even know what to compare it to. Well, like,
I mean, White Claws. Like,
oh well, you know me. I hate White Claws.
so I
So
didn't know that about you. Now I know more.
well, I would literally. Well, I don't. It's not that I hate them. It's just that like as far as alcoholic beverages go, I would literally rather have anything else.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So
For
it's not
someone
that I-
who doesn't drink, I can pick up a White Claw. And have a good time.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's like
no,
you're drinking
because
fucking
you-
LaCroix.
Yeah,
I can,
exactly.
I can drink a White Claw and get drunk.
And it's
Yeah.
like being hydrated the whole time.
Well, not get drunk. I'd have to drink at least 2 to be like in a good place. But yeah, I don't drink. So, dude, that night we went to your sister's and I drank 2 beers. I was feeling pretty good. I'm not
Nice.
gonna lie, yeah.
Sometimes that's all it takes. You just don't need anything, and you have one beer, and then you just feel a little fun.
I can get a slight buzz off 2 beers if I straight down. And that's a decent buzz. But like, you know me right now, I've got a decent buzz, but I've just been sipping like 7 beers over the past, or 7 alcoholic beverages at random source over the past couple hours.
I just took 5 Kratom.
I don't know if
and
it's
started
7. That's just a random number.
Dude, I might need
fucking
some
hate
Kratom.
I don't enjoy Kratom.
Great, yum.
I take Kratom because I have back pain.
Well, I would like Kratom. I don't know. It just kind of makes me feel groggy, and I'd rather just be high.
I'm not gonna take Kratom and fucking go to a party. I'm not gonna take Kratom and fucking go out. But when my back hurts and I'm just gonna be chilling like we are now, I'll pop 5 Kratom and it's like being off the curb. Like,
Really?
yeah. If you get ready.
So much excitement.
Dude, you
Shit, maybe I need to get 5
You
Kratom.
saved you some time and money, dude. Honestly.
$5, you get 10 of them. 5 of them is enough to make you fucking vibrate.
So are you floating right now, basically?
I'm getting it. Yeah.
Hey, nice.
It's awesome. And that's the other thing I really like about it is the different veins legitimately do different things. It's really weird. Like red vein is like an opioid almost.
Whoa.
Green vein is like a shitty high. I don't like green only because I'd rather smoke. And then white is like
I think I've had green.
yeah, I do try red.
Sounds like
Take
a good
5
stuff.
red ones.
Yeah, red seems like the right way to go.
Yeah, red is like the body feeling.
I definitely
That's
didn't
what
have red.
Yeah. The white, Nels, that was the first shit I ever did. Nels gave it to me one day after I'd done acid, and I was up all night, and he was like, take 5 of these, it'll wake you up. And I was like, what? What is it? It's Kratom, trust me. Took 5 of them, I was wide awake. It felt like I slept a good night's sleep. It was crazy. Like, and I was exhausted that day. So
Maybe I need to become a Kratom connoisseur.
you should become a Kratom connoisseur. Don't try Mangda. It's overrated. It's no different
What's
than
Mangda?
Mangda is like orange vein. There's also a purple vein and a gold vein. There's so many.
Whoa.
Is there like a
whoa.
is there like a
I
secret
thought there was
vein?
only like a couple.
Yeah,
No,
this sounds
dude,
like some
there's-
Infinity Stone shit.
Dude, that's the thing too. When I first started buying Kratom, there was white, red, and green.
Yeah. those
Now
are the
there's
ones
like
I know
blue,
about.
purple, fucking black, gold. I'm like,
So-
what the fuck is all these like? And none of them feel any different.
So what happens if you like mix an extreme amount? Like you took 3 red, 4 green, 3 blue.
You'd shit your guts out,
Okay,
and you would get really fucked up.
Yeah.
And maybe puke.
that makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, I would never take more than 7. That's the most I've ever taken, and I felt really fucked up and kind of guilty.
Okay, that's crazy.
Would you rather take less than 7? Would you take 7 again with the choice?
From now on, I take 5. I just take 5 because it's the perfect amount. There's no need to take more unless I'm really just like, fuck this, man. I can't do this.
Do you build a tolerance later on, or is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you build up a tolerance really quickly. I try to only do it once every other day. If you do it back-to-back nights, you won't feel a damn thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you do it once every other day, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's still eventually, like, if you're doing it once every other day for a week, it's going to start to happen.
You
How
think
much Kratom are you doing?
Yeah. I didn't know you knew this much about Kratom.
I've done quite a bit of Kratom because I was addicted to fucking opioids, and I was like, what can get me off?
Right.
Yeah, no, fair.
Fair enough.
Kratom's the perfect antidote to opioids. And then eventually you just get sick of Kratom because you have to take these 5 big-ass pills, and you start burping up, like, the fucking, like, grass or whatever it's made out of, and it tastes terrible.
Yeah.
So eventually you're like, dude, fuck Kratom. And then you don't want to do opioids because
Right.
you just took Kratom.
Yeah.
It really works out.
So
Nice.
do you see Kratom going to be as popular as like Puff bars? And,
It's
like,
been
the youth
around for
community?
so long, dude.
Like, you think
I
about
don't
it,
know.
if like high schoolers like ended up finding out like the red vein and like they took 5.
Yeah,
They
how
could go
long
through-
really has it been around though?
Yeah,
I
longer
just
than- I feel like I was like a
Well,
secret.
yeah,
found out about
but
Kratom,
vapes
like,
have been
2
around
years
for a
ago.
long time.
Yeah, since I was
And
freshman,
like that's
at
like
least.
the origin of like puff bars.
Yeah.
I think there's potential for that because it's literally a drug you can just go pick up at any store. It's perfectly legal
Yeah.
and it gets you fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, people are gonna discover that and be like, why have I not been taking
Like
this?
with
Sometimes
it.
there's those things that just
Bro,
like,
we need to
stay
go get
on
some
the radar
whippets. I
for a
got the
bit.
crap.
But then people are gonna abuse it is what I'm worried about. And the FDA is gonna be like, fuck that, you have
Right.
21 now. You
Yeah.
can just go into any store if you're 18, you can buy Kratom.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I'm sure it'll get abused, and then because they've been trying to make it completely illegal, not even just like 21, it's just illegal.
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, there's not enough research on it. Dude, I've done it so many
There's
times.
not enough research
You
on
are the
it.
research.
Never talked to Wyatt.
Yeah, you've never talked to me about it. I've done quite a bit. I can tell you all about it. Like, yeah, man. I think
Yeah,
it's
well,
kinda
the thing about
bullshit.
drug research is that it needs to happen over like 50 years.
Yeah, so like fully know the effects.
Well, this is true. I've done Kratom for about 2 years, and
It's been longer than that.
I think it's been 2 years, man. Because
Really?
yeah,
2 years? Yeah, like I remember when you guys first tried it.
right. Yeah, I remember we were at Nels' house. I'd just done acid. I'm pretty sure this would have been after.
No
I
one's the
got
one who
back.
put you guys onto it, right?
Yep. No one was the one that.
I did Kratom longer than 3 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Kelsey,
That was the one and only time I've done Kratom, and it was
Okay.
longer than 3 years ago. I was like, I don't really care for this.
I remember
Are you
now.
drunk?
Well, I
Because
remember Nels
I
and
don't
Wyatt.
recommend mixing it with alcohol, but I've got 5 red Kratom if you'd like to.
Whoa.
Like, I'm decently drunk, but I'd be down to try 5 red kratom.
I don't know how it's going to affect you with alcohol in your
Well,
system. Just saying.
We're doing the research.
Yeah,
We're
this is
finding out,
research.
yeah.
We're talking about it.
I'm jealous of you for you're about to take 5 red kratom.
Dude, it's so nice. It's just a good feeling in your body.
If it's a nice body high, then I'm all for it.
What the fuck is my
It's
Sit
just,
down somewhere.
you just like go
Is
back
it in
in
your
your car.
car?
There's like
No, I
No,
took
it's
my
over
mind.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I have never experienced like a floating high before, except for like a couple times, like 3 months ago. But I can't imagine a recreational medicine or drug or whatever kratom is classified as to give you such a body high for like what, like $10 or something like that.
Yeah.
$5 for 10.
$5 for 10 of them, and you take 5.
That's just a
Okay.
street vendor, dude. That's insane.
Yeah, well, dude, and
They
they
have
have
some in the bed.
I've definitely been on the market. for new
They have a
drugs to
really
try.
good deal.
Yeah, no, I just searched up what. But like the
We're
first,
literally before we even podcast, before we even started, we were looking up how to, if you can get high off dog painkiller.
yeah.
For some context.
Wow. Well, see, the funny thing is too, they're having oh, dude, I'm retarded. Then you buy 2.
This is red?
Yeah, you buy.
How many do you have?
You buy 2 packs, you get 1 free. So you buy 2 for $10, and then you get a free one. You buy 4, you get 2 free. You spend $20, you get
Fair enough.
6 or 7 nights if you take breaks worth of kratom. Like, it's a solid deal.
Yeah.
And the guy there's
It's a
always
lot
super
cheaper
cool.
than anything else.
Yeah. No, man, kratom's awesome.
I would say I
definitely
usually
get behind it.
spend, I would say like $80 a week on nicotine and like $150 on weed.
Oh shit!
So-
80 a week on nicotine,
Well, yeah, dude, I go through a puff bar a day.
dude. That's what I'm saying. Puff bars are rips, bro. You spend $60 once on a mod and
Yeah.
some juice, you're good for a month.
Yeah. Well, now I'm just rolling my own cigarettes, which is
That's
kind of
what
nice.
Nelson's been on.
Yeah, I'm trying to like cut back
I've
on
been
smoking
on.
weed.
Chelsea's been on.
Yeah, dude, I guess that's just what we do now.
I just
Rolling
stopped
cigarettes is the way. I haven't done the math, but like when I think about it, like on like real quickly, rolling your cigarettes with little exaggeration is 20 times cheaper.
It's very cheap.
Especially if you're not getting these small bugler bags.
Yeah,
if you get
like
like
the big bag,
if you
yeah.
get the big bag,
If you
it
get
is
this bag
20
is
times
like
cheaper.
it's pretty cheap.
Yeah, that's like $10, and
Yeah.
you roll like what, like 4 packs worth of cigarettes. Like
Yeah.
shit's ridiculous.
Yeah. And I've been trying to cut back on smoking weed a little bit, so it's like a 2 birds, 1 stone situation where I can still like get the muscle memory and the habit of like rolling. Because that's the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is roll up and out and face it. Like now I wake up in the morning and I'm trying not to do that, and it's like I don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
Like that's
I
what
love
do.
rolling. It's a fun time.
Dude,
Yeah.
I haven't been smoking as much, and I quit vaping. Well, kind of. I stopped buying juice. When I'm like, Kelsey and I went to this party, and we were like, "Who's your puff bar?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." Like, but
Dude, I'm still hitting puffs with the boys.
right, exactly. I'm getting nicked with my nicks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
definitely.
for the most part, I haven't been doing it. It's been like a month and a half since I've had anything of my own, and I feel great. Like,
Yeah.
I feel
bet.
no need when I'm by myself to be like, "Oh God, I need nicotine." But when I'm with people and they have it, I'm like, "Go with it."
The problem with the puffs is like,
It's like
and
David
it's just way too fucking easy.
It just controls your mind.
Like,
Dude, it's like when
well,
Jules first came out,
It's
man.
too like
They're this big. They're
puff
skinny.
them all day.
yeah.
Like at work, I just found like literally like my work like process was just me going in between smoke spots and just
Yeah.
puffing my puff bar all
Yeah.
day. Like I'm in the bathroom puffing, or I'm out back puffing, and like in between, like I do it.
What do you think I do it?
Yeah, dude, it's
Yeah.
too
Driving
easy.
the loader.
And then the whole time I'm at home, I'm puffing on it,
Yeah.
like laying in bed on my phone, like whatever I'm
Can't
doing,
go
like
to sleep.
taking shit.
Exactly.
It's
I
just-
have to have it in my hand
Yeah.
for me to sleep
And,
too.
like-
Like it's just so easy to fit in my little fucking
I
slot.
try not to
in my
buy
hand.
puff bars.
If I smoke 20 fucking cigarettes, I rolled myself, which like I'm probably not gonna do because I've got to roll it, go outside and smoke it, which is already way harder than hitting a puff bar. Like,
Yeah.
I'm even like if I smoke like 20 in a day, like I probably won't be consuming as much nicotine as I was with the puff bars.
Yeah.
Puff bars. I think puff bars are trash. I like. Honestly, I had a Nord. Nords are even a little much. I think like a Juul to me was perfect. Nords hit hard as fuck.
Yeah, so they just fucked over Juul. I've never seen like
I'm okay
one
with
company
PT.
just take it,
railed
like they
so
took it
hard.
all.
Yeah.
for the industry.
They were like, we blame you for nicotine addiction.
Yeah.
Everywhere. It's your fault.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah.
Cameron Marlboro are just chilling.
I was hanging out with the chick, hit my jewel. I was like, damn, I haven't hit a jewel in a while. I hit it. Virginia tobacco.
I love BT.
And that's when I remembered. I was like, oh yeah, there's 2 flavors now: Virginia tobacco and original tobacco.
Really?
There's menthol.
Mint.
There's
Mint's
menthol,
gone.
not menthol.
Mint's gone?
Yeah, they have.
Mint's gone. They have menthol.
Yeah,
That's
they
the
have menthol.
best.
Fuck, mint is gone.
That is crazy.
Menthol and mint are like the
Good
same thing,
flavor they
basically.
Mint's a little better though, I would say.
Yeah.
Dude, I like cigarettes, so
Right, I fuck with
BT.
BT.
Yeah,
I
BT
back
is
you on
great.
that.
I definitely like BT when I first
I'd rather
tried it. It
smoke
tastes
a
like
cigarette.
coconut.
What was the best jewel pod in you guys' opinion?
At the time, I'd say
Nope.
I-
I will not.
I ended up enjoying creme. I ended up enjoying creme
People
at
would
the end.
always
It
hate on
hurt
creme.
my stomach after.
Okay,
you
so
Fruit medley was shit.
Hear this.
A 4-pack of creme, and you were 2 pods in. By that 3rd pod, bro, it's like, creme. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hear this
It's hard to
out,
hit all
though.
the
Hear this
time.
out.
It's a nice
Mango?
treat on occasion.
Mango was like, I could do a pack of mango.
Cool cute for a month is
Yes.
the best flavor.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then when it gets disgusting is like when
And
it
then
gets
after that month, it
disgusting.
tastes like straight vomit.
Yeah.
Straight vomit
Yeah,
after that.
yeah,
But for
I was
that
gonna
first
say the
month,
same
it is
thing.
the best flavor.
Gas.
I never
Fruit
got to
medley is
the.
shit.
I never got like fatigued of Cool Cute because like I always just had it as like a rare treat. Like,
Right.
here and then. I never had a full pack
Someone
of
would
Cool
be
Cute
like,
to
I'll trade
myself.
you one of my cool
Yeah.
cutes for one of your mangoes.
So whenever I had it, it was just delectable.
Dude, that was always my
BT is
favorite.
my favorite.
Trading pods with people.
Yeah.
There was one time, yeah,
Dude,
like,
god damn it. Fuck Donald Trump for.
yeah, man.
Oh, god damn it.
It's-
He really had to bring the axe down on Jewel. No reason.
You're gonna bring the axe down on us 19-year-olds. For
Yeah.
what?
I was fucked, dude.
For what reason?
I was so pissed like
It's
the
been
2
19
weeks
forever.
before like
I don't
when
think
this
that was
year
fair.
first started, there was like 2 weeks when I wasn't 21 yet, and like I just couldn't buy tobacco anymore. I was so fucking pissed.
Dude, I turned 19 and then couldn't buy tobacco anymore. I was like, what the fuck is the point of living?
Yeah.
There isn't. I should just die.
Except Kratom.
Yeah, well then,
That's what kept you.
that's what kept me going. I was like, well, if
But
I
it's
can't,
still Kratom.
I mean, dude, and the funny thing is too is I go to rock and roll, I can buy Kratom, or I can buy nicotine there. They would sell it to me, but they don't sell
Hey,
puff bars and shit there. They only sell juice.
I think they got on that recently. Nels was saying that.
no, they did.
Yeah, they did. Nels has
Oh, no,
been
I was
buying
in
How
there
it.
the
recent?
other day. I didn't
Oh,
see
well,
it.
then
I was in there today and bought a Kratom.
Which rock and roll?
what time?
The only one that's open. They closed the other.
Yeah, they
The one on
did.
South
Yeah.
Cushing.
They
The one-
closed the Cushman one?
No, the one on South Cushing.
Oh, they closed the other one?
They closed the college one.
Oh,
And the one on South Cushing is going forever. I heard Arcade talking about it. He's like, yeah, this is shit.
well, I can
You
imagine.
know why? Because they changed the law from 19 to 21. Most of your business was 19-year-olds. I guarantee you. No 21-year-olds going there. Like, yeah, most people going there were like me, like 19, looking for Kratom.
Mr. Rock and Roll's always been like a somewhat like shady establishment.
Yeah, I've never been to
No,
Mr.
no,
Rock
it-
and roll.
100% is, but I won't go into that.
Absolutely, yeah. But I respect.
But I
him
love
for that.
them.
Yeah, no, I respect him for that. I was 17 buying Kratom. Literally, Arcade, the owner. One guy ID'd me once was like, "Sorry, bud, you gotta be 19." And fucking Arcade was like, "What do you what? Like, what do you need it for?" I was like, "Back pain." He was like, "Take this, you're good." I was like, "Thanks, man."
Yeah.
And the guy was like,
Yeah.
"What's the point?"
You're being such a
ID
fucking
people.
nerd.
Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, that's the point, bro. You don't ID people.
Yeah.
You work at Rock and Roll. Get a fucking food, bro."
Yeah. Get some Kratom.
Dude, take some Kratom and chill out.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. But,
Yeah, when's the Kratom gonna smack me?
Did you just eat recently?
I mean,
It takes a while. If you just
Just
eat,
it's pig
A couple hours ago.
If you ate a couple hours ago, it should be like 30 to 45 minutes. But I just ate, so I'm still slightly feeling it. But eventually, it just hits like a truck. It's crazy. Like, you'll be like, is this it? And then about like an hour later, you'll be like,
Damn, dude, you're just really teasing me right now.
I'm sorry.
Go buy some Kratom,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, you can buy some- any fucking, you can just go to Rock and Roll and be like, I want, they'll sell you a kilo for 120. A kilo!
Dude, I've seen the fat sacks now. I smoke a deal. I thought they came in small quantities. I've seen like
No.
it's ridiculous.
Well, then why'd you let it
One time
happen?
I
I was
went
too
to,
opposite
I went to
to
Rock and
No,
Roll.
you were. You could have been like,
Josh, like one of these
drunk.
things,
Asians,
like,
dude.
yeah,
You don't come
and they were like,
through.
dude, you gotta get rid of this.
You're
You
taking
want it.
advantage
You
of
just-
me.
You know what drunken?
Jesus, are you serious?
You know what drunken?
Yeah, we
What's drunken
gotta get rid of
styles
this.
come
Like,
through?
like, go
dude,
bad.
like
Drunken
No,
Tai Chi.
just- It's gotta go.
Drunken Wu Chin.
It's drunken Wing
Yeah.
Chun.
That's wild.
But
Drunken
we
Wing
can get
Chun.
a
That too.
fucking
I don't
jar
know, drunken
for
Wing
like
Chun.
$120.
Tai Chi.
Who would need a kilo of kratom? That's
So
so
Asian,
much.
you know,
If
come
you can just
through.
flip
Dude,
that. If you sold
That
those
is-
those 10 packs for $5,
True.
you could just flip that and make a shit ton of
I
money.
mean,
I know Wyatt knows kung fu.
Yeah.
He knows Tom
Kung
Sudo.
Fu.
he was saying that I'm Asian and I know Kung Fu.
Because he's Asian.
But,
Well, don't you know Taekwondo?
yes, I was about to say.
right. Kung Fu, bro.
No, it's not Kung
Well,
Fu.
no.
Kung Fu is more of an offensive martial art rather than
There's so many
Taekwondo,
different
which
types
is
of kung fu.
based around self-defense.
Yeah, it's Kung Fu is also based around something.
Yes.
Every fucking martial art
That's
is
more
based
Chinese
around
than Taekwondo.
self-defense, dude.
Well, that's
Kung Fu
that's
is all
not
about
true.
kicking
Yeah.
ass. Yeah, Kung Fu.
Dude, what style
Yeah,
of kung
Kung
fu are you
Sudo is
talking
kicking
about?
ass.
What
with
style of
stick.
kung
It's
fu are
not
you talking
Kung
about?
Sudo, it's Kung Sudo.
Kung Sudo.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
Kung Sudo.
Kung Sudo.
Yeah, Kung Sudo.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
I don't got a drink. I was waiting for the kratom. I decided not to drink anymore.
It'll be in there. Yeah. It'll be.
I'm gonna smoke a cigarette.
Dude, this cocktail is really like chasing my throat, man. It's really
What the
coming
fuck
after
does
me.
that mean?
Chasing the dragon.
Yeah, so I'm
Chasing the dragon.
it's like I'm Jet Li right now, you know, and
Dude, I told you. You know,
Kung Fu.
it's not the best situation I've ever been in. Like I thought I could manhandle it, but no, my strength has really hammered down my wit right now, and I'm kind of feeling like a crab in a bucket, you know. Like I'm trying to get it down, but it's just slapping me in the face with its meaty claws. And
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I'm trying to keep it as PG as possible, but
Wow, podcast.
I'm basically saying this alcohol is raping me.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Did it put a hand on your thigh?
It started with that, but that was before I cracked the seal.
Yeah.
And when I cracked
Okay.
the seal, it was just a club filled with people who haven't gotten ID'd and packing gats.
And the guys slipping some white pills in people's drinks.
Yep, and it happens to be that I got Bill Cosby'd as just an innocent dude trying to watch a football game.
Took
Open
one
cage.
wrong sip, and now you're in the back of some dude's black van, no windows,
Not on Kratom.
not on cradle,
Oh,
just getting raped.
Yeah, that's literally what this fucking buzzball is doing. You want to try this buzzball, dude? Just give me a review on how you think of this
I'll take a
buzzball.
little sip of it.
It's pretty.
Interesting kind of. I like this.
Yes, I thought I was gonna enjoy it, and I do enjoy it, but
Holy fuck.
yeah.
I figured it'd be like sweeter.
Yes.
It's just like alcohol.
Yeah.
It tastes like alcohol.
Yeah. I feel like 15% my ass,
Yeah.
dude. It has to be at
30%.
least 30.
Right.
Yeah. Have you tried this flavor necessarily?
It goes away after a sec, and it just tastes sweet. Like,
Yeah.
It's not like vodka, but
Yeah. But it's vodka.
But
It's
it's
not vodka, but it's vodka.
it's
Dude.
like a.
It tastes like a melted Jello shot.
Yes, that's a good way.
That was sure something. I'll say that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's
It's too cheap. That's what it is. Fuck you.
All right. Let's get things a little bit back on track here. You
Yeah.
want to slide in some Reddit questions?
Yeah, man. So I had a couple of these questions.
Jeffrey, you want to get in on this?
So yeah, dude. So this first question I found, and I haven't told anyone about it yet, because it was quite the spectacle that I've seen.
Are these questions for you?
No.
For all of us, we're just gonna read some Reddit questions.
Oh.
Yeah.
Off of like different like Reddit forums.
Oh, just from the
Yeah.
forums. Okay, like not like DMs from fans.
No. Yeah. You just have that in our back pocket for when we inevitably got off the track. Let's say that's where we're at right now.
Did you say inevitably?
I don't even know what I said.
Inevitably.
That's what I was trying to say.
Okay. Well, some people say words differently. So, like my dad says cement instead of cement, and you'll be like, it's cement, and he'll be like, no, it's cement. I'm like, whatever, Dad.
We'll close the garage and garage.
People say words differently. Kelsey, what word do you say differently than most people? For example, I say data. Some people say data.
I say them both interchangeably.
Yeah.
As far as that
I
goes,
agree with that. I said both.
I can't think of a word right now that I say data and data. I mean, like I know people like just like call things different shit in other
You
states.
say hello or pillow?
Pillow.
You say
Hello.
nuclear or nuclear?
Other people that say
Nuclear.
hello?
I fucking hate people that say nuclear.
How do you say it?
Nuclear. That's how it's spelled.
You say it.
Nuclear.
Yeah, it's nuclear. We agree on this. There's people I know who say nuclear. It is not nuclear.
Well, that's
it's
just wrong.
nuclear.
That's
It's
just
still
wrong. That's just wrong.
It is not spelled that way. You cannot pronounce it that
Yeah.
way. But people just say nuclear.
Yeah, people don't really give a shit about the laws of letters.
Yeah.
I was it rubbed me wrong.
Sorry.
It pissed me off so much when Sadie just like decided at a certain point. My sister, for the fans out there, she just decided at some point that she's gonna change the way she spelled her name from Sadie. Well, because like her name is Mercedes, obviously, not Sadie. Is her full name, but she changed it from Sadie to Sadee. Which, what are you doing there, Kels?
I'm just trying to see if
How does
anyone's
that
on it.
have to do
No,
with
we-
anything?
Oh,
Like it was like Sadee, and it rubbed me. That doesn't make sense. That would
It's
be
not,
like
it's not closer to Mercedes. It's
well, and also like it's when it spells Sadie.
it's sad.
Yeah,
It's
it's
Sadie.
sad.
It's actually
Sadie.
Sadie.
Yeah.
It's Sadie.
But it just pissed me off so much. And then she's like, "Well, I've already got like it spelled like that on my cheerleading jacket, so like that's what it is now." And I was like,
Wow. Well, cheerleading jackets are forever.
"Yes,
So,
that's facts."
yeah. You're always going to be one at heart. Even
Sure.
after you're done.
Sure. I'm still a cheerleader.
Dude, okay.
I didn't even do it.
Any of you seen Baywatch?
Yeah,
The
new one?
The new one I have.
I've seen
Okay.
the new one. That's
So I heard terrible things about it, but then I got it as a gift for Christmas, and I just watched it.
Dude, which one's the terrible things about it? It's pretty funny.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I think it's all right. I don't think it's bad by any means.
I watched the extended cut.
That's what I'm saying. And both the chicks are bad as fuck.
That
Oh my
part-
god!
that
Do you
part
remember
was
the
just like-
cardboard cutouts? We used to work at the movies when that movie came into theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to get one of those cutouts.
Dude, I remember.
Wasn't no, I wasn't working there past when you quit on.
I don't think so. I
Yeah.
think I got quitting for me. Because I didn't even formally quit. I just went to Michigan and didn't come back.
Okay.
So let's see here. I'm trying to find. So it said it was deleted from 14 hours ago, but the question was from this section called "Am I the Asshole?" It says,
Give me some Reddit questions.
Some Reddit question.
Am I the asshole for being upset that my boyfriend urinates in glasses at night instead of using the bathroom or a specific receptacle with a lid?
If there's a bathroom in your house and it is
Oh, wait. Sorry. And to go further in the story, it says, my boyfriend has sleep issues, and it's hard for him to fall back asleep if he has to go all the way downstairs and then back up in the middle of the night.
Okay,
to
let's throw
the bathroom.
something onto it.
that definitely
Throw something
adds
onto it. Because I can relate to that.
Yeah, we are students with a third roommate and have separate bedrooms. The first time it happened, I found one of our glasses full of urine on his nightstand.
Wait, it's not a water bottle. It's straight like a cup.
Yes, it's like a glass.
I can't get behind that.
So-
I cannot get behind that.
So,
Yeah, I think that's why she threw the thing with the lid on there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like-
if
it's
it had a
not
lid
covered.
on it, I'd be okay with it. But if it's just straight a glass, in any situation, dude, just walk to the fucking bathroom,
Yeah.
dude.
It's out the window.
so
It's out the fucking window.
It's in the vents, dude.
Was there more to it?
yeah, there's a lot more to it. It
Okay.
says, it happens every so often now, and he sometimes lets it sit there for a day or longer.
Okay, that's a problem.
That's the problem.
He kind of acknowledges that it's gross and that he wouldn't like it if someone else did it, but overall he doesn't seem to thinks it's a huge deal.
Sounds like
Just
a big
guys
deal.
being guys.
I'm upset and grossed out every time I see it. We have cats that can knock it over, and accidents can happen.
Right.
We live in an
Shocking
old
that hasn't
house
happened yet.
with wooden floors and huge gaps in between them. So if it spills, it's sticking around. It's like a disaster waiting to happen. I try to be understanding, so I've asked that maybe.
This smells like piss.
Yeah. So I've asked that maybe he buy a specific mason jar with a lid so that there's no risk of spilling. And I also think that it should be flushed and washed every morning. I think that's a fair compromise.
Yeah, I think
Absolutely.
So as well.
I
think
agree.
It's a super fair compromise.
I've tried suggesting this, but he just continues to use glasses that are left over from drinking water in his room and acts like the victim when I get upset about it. I truly don't feel that I'm overreacting, but I'm trying my best to see all sides here.
Yeah, this girl is wicked understanding.
Yeah, no.
And
Like,
he needs to realize that.
yeah,
And
definitely.
just fucking come to a compromise. Like that mason jar idea seems like a perfect solution.
Yeah.
And at this point, like
Especially
it seems like
under the
she's
bed.
gonna have to buy it herself.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, fucking buy
Which
him
is-
a mason
yeah.
jar and be like, if you don't use this, you're an asshole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
and at that point, like if he doesn't, like
He's an asshole.
he's an
It's
asshole
really-
and
yeah.
I don't really see a
Fucking
reason
get him
why
a
you would
drug
just
or
stay with the
something.
guy. Like,
Yeah. Unless you're running a catheter in bed, mason jar is the way to go. Like, especially like with the dude, it would like the only way I could see him learning his lesson and like not like just changing his ways is if he pisses in his jar, wakes up an hour later and is thirsty, and he just doesn't realize that he
Yeah,
pisses in his
it could
jar.
happen.
You
My
know,
buddy
that's
Luke
nice.
drank some dip spit when he was blown when we were like
That-
15.
That would must have sucked.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know it did. Yeah.
Yeah.
He thought it, yeah.
That sounds awful. That sounds
Yeah.
like the worst.
Took a big swig.
Yeah.
One time when I was a kid, so when I lost my tooth, overnight, I put it in a bottle of water for no reason. I dropped it in like a full bottle of water. My mom drank it.
I thought you were about to say you
No,
drank
no.
it.
20 from the
My
tooth
mom
fairy.
got up in the middle of the night and grabbed it and drank it, and she was like, "Yeah, I swallowed your tooth." I was like, "No shit."
Bruh. Wow, that's insane.
Did I do that? Good question.
I would have been pretty
It
offended
paid
as a
off.
kid, to be honest. I would have been pretty mad at my mom.
Well, yeah, I
for
was
swallowing
bummed
my
out. I
tooth.
was like, I wanted to look at that.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
exactly.
But now
That's
it's
a pretty
like,
prized
You know,
possession.
as an older man, I'm like, holy shit. My tooth is probably still in there.
I don't know about
I feel
that
like
one.
it's like gum. It just sits in your stomach.
That's
for
also a myth.
20 years, dude. It's a tooth.
I think it would have hurt pooping it out.
To get back to the Reddit question, it sounds like this has to be like some sort of lifelong issue, and it's just baffling to me that he hasn't figured out a better solution at this point
Yeah,
than just pissing in the cup.
It's just
Fucking
yeah,
all
must-
into a fucking bathroom.
It just seems
well,
it's
I
a
can
matter of
understand.
time.
Well, I can understand completely what he's saying. Like when you walk all the way to the bathroom, sometimes it just wakes you up.
Yeah.
man, like all the way.
It
and
does.
like I have to keep my I try and like keep my eyes low and like stay like as close to
But
the sleep
everyone
as
has
possible.
that problem. He's not special.
Right.
Just
Well, I'm
don't have
assuming
to
it
go
must
to-
be worse for him than most people.
I feel like it's not.
Or
He's-
he
He
grew
might
up
have-
in a
he might have
situation where he was caught,
or something.
which he must have if this habit was allowed his entire childhood and nobody ever said anything about
That or his parents weren't around to tell him not to do
Right,
it. And
that's
he was scared
possible,
of the
too.
dark. So he,
Either way, I don't think he's like special in the fact that he has trouble sleeping
yeah.
and that going to the bathroom will wake him up. I think everyone has nights where they have trouble sleeping, but honestly, how many nights do you just have to like go to piss when you're sleeping? Just go to. I mean, like, fuck it, you're like 7 years old. You go to piss before bed so you don't have to piss the bed. I
It
mean, not even
sounds-
7.
It
Like,
sounds
like
to me
4
like
earlier than
this
that. I don't
dude
know.
wants
I'm
to take Kratom or something to help him sleep. Take Benadryl. Like literally.
No one needs to take bennies like you take bennies, dude. You take so many
I
bennies.
stopped taking Bennies like a year and a half ago. I haven't taken Bennies in a
Yeah.
while.
Thank
You
you.
should.
What are
Yeah.
bennies? Benadryl.
Oh,
Why
Yeah.
you take like
Yeah.
7 Benadryl a
About
night?
7 or 8 Benadryl.
what does that do?
Dude,
to you?
Benadryl is
It-
weird, man.
It makes you
It
like.
makes you feel
It
weird.
makes you feel like
It's allergy medicine.
I gotcha.
But people take it to sleep also,
And like it just makes
Why
you
it
feel.
tastes-
it makes you.
Everybody
makes
doesn't
you-
sleep.
It makes you feel like you're about to fall asleep, even if you're trying to stay awake. Like you'll be like, I'm nodding. Like,
Okay.
and then if you pop like 8 Benadryl and just like lay down for a period of time, if it's like a dark room, you'll start kind of seeing shit. Like everything.
Dude,
will
if
be
you have
moving.
Benadryl and like one beer,
Really?
yeah, you mix it with like anything in like the smallest amount. Like, so my one experience really with Benadryl is it was actually after we tripped acid together a couple summers ago.
Okay.
And I worked that morning. You remember?
Yeah,
And
and you got
me an
stung by
Adderall
a
in
bee.
the
You
morning.
got stung by
Yeah.
a bee.
So like the
Yeah.
arrangement that we made before even the trip was like, since I had work in the morning at 7 a.m, like Joey's like, well, I can give you an Adderall in the morning so you can get to work. And I'm like, perfect. And I've always been like one of the last people to have visuals when we're tripping. Like I've never had a trip shorter than like 10 hours. And I usually I'm still seeing visuals like 12 hours later, like really lightly. And that was still the case.
Sleep after 8.
That's wild. I cannot.
Yeah, I drop acid at 2 p.m. and I'm up until 5 a.m.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Like
That
so.
can happen to me. But like, I get a lot of times.
So
I
basically,
drop super early and I'll be good.
what happened is I was still having like a fair amount of visuals, you know, like not a ton, but I was still having my visuals like 30 minutes before I had to go to work. We dropped at midnight. I had work at 7 in the morning. So like, you know, when I popped the Adderall from Joey right before I had to go to work, the visuals just started coming. That night, I was basically tripping again. Like I was more like there and in control. Like I wasn't having like crazy like things going on in my mind and stuff, and I could talk and like appear normal. But I had a lot of visuals going on, and I was feeling great though. Like I remember the first couple lawns we did, just like grooving to some music. Like it was a great time, and I got stung by a bee the second lawn we were on, and I just remember it being a really weird experience. I was just like, damn, you know, like I got stung by a bee. You know, what do I do?
Yeah.
You know,
Nothing.
and
Well,
well,
stinger out.
well, I ended up popping a Benadryl because that's what you do. And holy shit, I got so. The rest of that day was the weirdest blur ever. I was so fucked up. Like I still had like visuals literally until I got off work at 6. Like just like really like light and kind of like grayish visuals, but I still had them. And like I just felt like a zombie walking. With the mix of like the Adderall, the Benadryl, and the acid was the most insane like trifecta I'd ever experienced. And both my coworkers were just like, dude, are you okay? Like you like, and I felt like I was doing like a pretty good job like soldiering through it. But like after my friend Jacob was telling me like, dude, like the whole day I was like going back over and like fixing the parts where you were mowing because like you were out of it, dude. And like I can imagine. And as soon as I went home, I just fucking passed out for like 8 hours. It was Jace was actually having his going away party to California that night.
Right.
And I didn't wake up until like a couple hours into it, like almost at like midnight.
Yeah.
So, and I only woke up because I was staying in the shack at the time. That was when I was staying in the shack at old Danny's.
Wait, where was this going away party?
At Jace's.
Yeah, he was moving to California or no.
Yeah, he was moving to California.
Really?
No.
Where was
Like he lives here.
Yeah, he lives here.
Was it?
Sorry,
Was I there?
I think so. I
Yeah,
remember I showed up really
maybe.
late.
Your sister was there.
Really?
Bree was
I believe
there.
it. I believe
Oh,
it.
I guarantee you she was because she pulled some ugly shit I remember to this day.
I thought Alyssa. No, it was Alyssa.
Oh, Alyssa wasn't there.
Alyssa was there.
She was there early in the night, but she was not there when I was there.
Oh, okay.
They were like basically broken up at that point.
No, well, that was the night that she refused him going over to her house.
Yeah, the night before.
Yeah.
With the acid.
Yeah.
We're talking about the going away party now. The next day, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Alyssa was there. Bree was definitely there though. Because she stole the rest of my shrimp.
Oh.
She just like slid in and just
She's
stole
like,
it.
oh,
It was the
thanks for
last of the shrimp, and just like I had it on my plate because I was the last one there, and she just rolled through and just like
Remember
Just ate
that
it
one
all.
time I tried to do something off your plate?
Yeah.
You got heated. What
I
was
did.
it? What?
it was mozzarella
Yeah, it
sticks.
was mozzarella.
And the
sticks.
only reason
I
I was
thought
pissed, and I do feel bad about it, and I did end up letting you eat some.
Yeah,
But,
you
like-
did. Yeah, you did eventually. But like I went to grab them because I was like, they're mossy sticks. Brandon has more.
Right.
You just have them cooked right here.
Right.
I'm gonna steal one off your plate. I mean, it's mossy sticks.
Yeah,
Come on. Yeah. That's a friendly appetizer.
For sure.
Well, have you heard about what I did to
And you
Nels
were
when he took one of my pretzel rods?
No.
You heard that story?
No.
So we were in middle school, and Nels took one of my pretzel rods, which were like gas, right? They were in middle school. Pretzel rods with cheese. And he took
That was a
one
pretty
of them.
top shelf item.
Yeah, pretty
Super.
top shelf. He took one of them, and you only get 4. So I was like, fuck you, asshole. And then he had the audacity to say, can I get some cheese? He was wearing a white hoodie, and I dumped the cheese in his hood. I dumped it in his hood.
Oh,
And he was like, you're an asshole. And he took off his hood, and he fucking threw it at me. And then he like shoved
Gotta
it.
get some
Hey, why? Have you still
That's
not
a big
forgiven us
baller
for throwing that bottle
move,
of piss at you?
No, that was really.
Yeah,
Did you?
go get it.
I
Get some
feel like it was
That was a
dry,
fucking
or was it now?
No, it was us.
Okay.
But we all thought it was funny. You were very beside
Dude, I was
yourself.
furious because piss got on me, and I didn't.
That's a
know-
lie.
No, it's not a lie. Piss got on me. The cap was not on all the way. When you threw it, piss got on me. I remember being like, I'm now wet. After they threw this bottle of piss at me. I wonder what could it be?
Dude, no, you were tripping.
I promise you.
Yeah.
It was either, I don't know if it was winter and it was sitting in some snow.
It was
or
winter.
what. I got wet from it and assumed it was piss. That's why I
It
was
was
so upset.
probably snow.
I didn't know that at the time. I assumed it was piss, and so I was pissed. I assumed I got pissed on, so I was pissed off.
Yeah, well, it's better to be pissed off than pissed on.
Yeah, it is better to be pissed off than pissed on, but it's worse to be pissed off because you got pissed off.
Hey man, it's some Confucius, man.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I really
Yeah, I know. I've memorized Dow quotes.
Dude, there was a couple times. Speaking about being pissed on,
okay.
there was
Speaking of,
not some R.
Remember
Kelly
that.
movements, but there were some extreme
Really,
moments
Dave?
where I
My bad. I'm sorry. That's a huge party.
there were some extreme moments where like
push-ups.
I really had to go pee, and I didn't have a place to pee, and I'm like kind of a little shy Ronnie when it comes to public peeing, and like because you know, yeah, and I like to be in a safe location where I'm just chilling in an area where I usually have to find myself to pee, and it usually happens to be a school. I can't just whip out the John and
I do.
I tip my hat to you.
Yeah, anywhere and everywhere. The
Yeah.
world is your
No
oyster.
one's- no
Weren't
one's
you
gonna
there
stop
that
you
one
from
night when we
pissing.
just pulled over at like Hunter Elementary because I had to piss?
I can't remember. But
What
yeah,
happened?
sometimes it was.
Dude, pull over.
Yeah, dude.
I gotta go.
I mean, it's a good place to piss.
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to pee anywhere, but I just
Don't want to be a sex offender.
Yeah,
I was worried about it
Yeah,
while I
I
was
feel like-
peeing, but
I
I had
feel
to
like-
pee so bad.
I just feel like
Like-
there are some communities, like especially elementary schools. There's like people inside the building or they're out. I don't even know, man. I just have a feeling that they're outside the building, and I just respect.
What are they
us.
gonna do? Stop you from pissing?
I don't know.
They might get shamed.
What are they gonna do?
You know?
Reach around you, grab your dick, say, "Hey, stop pissing."
Just
lean in and
They
go
just
off.
like,
Yeah, they just
Oh
like
my
pinch
God.
my tip, and I'm just like, "What are you doing, sir?"
Dude, I was pissing and then just found someone from behind me. Just pinch my tip. I don't even know like how it would feel like in my dick. Like the feeling of someone like pinching it off, like it would probably hurt. Like, it'd be weird.
it definitely hurts a little bit.
Have you ever like been pissing and you just kind of hold it in? Like you're mid piss
Like
and you just
with
cut
your
it off?
hand.
No, just like you just
Oh yeah.
It's not a good experience.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great.
good.
Yeah, you're
I
like,
can imagine someone squeezing your tip and making it stop, man. You'd be upset.
You're just filled with
You wouldn't
piss.
be a happy camper, you know? You'd probably fall over. You'd probably be like,
Yeah, dude.
incapacitated, bro.
That's just the easiest way to knock someone out. Is just pinch the tip while they.
Well, they're mid piss.
Jesus
Fuck
Christ.
the 1-inch punch, dude. Bruce Lee should have been doing the 1-inch pinch, bro.
Oh my god.
Do you think the 1-inch punch is real?
yeah,
It's
100%
See
real.
him do it. There's videos of him doing
Do you think you could do the 1-inch punch?
No.
No, not as good as him. I mean, like, yeah, I can punch someone 1 inch and they'd be like, "Damn, that was
that hurt. Yeah.
that was like better than I thought it would be." But I
He
don't. Think,
knocked people over.
yeah,
He made fully grown men fall over from punching them.
But was there a specific stance they were in? Because I feel
well,
like
dude,
if they were,
he knows kung fu, dude. He knows how to put all the power into his fucking fists.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that's
he's
fair.
trained. He's trained for
And
several
he also
years.
knows the pressure points, I'm guessing, to know. Like,
I don't know if that has
right
anything
here-
to do with it. I think he just knows how to
I mean,
concentrate his
I
strength.
don't know. I mean, there's
Maybe
there's
he can, like,
points in your
stop a
body that if
heart
you
or
get
something
hit,
like
you'll
that.
fall. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Your Achilles heel, your fucking.
Yeah. But he can. Bruce Lee was crazy with it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is he probably knew, like, if I hit this guy right here, with all my force. You will fall over.
Yeah, well, if you get punched in your jejunum, you're gonna throw up. Is that even a real thing? I just know I just know it's from what's that movie?
I know
Will
what you're
Ferrell.
talking about, but I don't.
With Will Ferrell.
Oh, guys.
Is it the other guys?
And it's not the other guy. It's where his mom's like the singer, dead singer. He's a basketball player.
Semi-pro.
Semi-pro.
Oh my God,
Semi-pro.
semi-pro.
Yeah, the
What a
jejunum.
good
That's where
movie.
I learned that term from.
That's where I learned the term jive turkey.
Oh, I've known about the term jive turkey for way longer than that.
What is the jejunum? The jejunum is the middle segment of the small intestine
Okay, it is
found between the duodenum and the ileum. Most of the nutrients present in food are absorbed by the jejunum.
Oh. There you go. That's where you get punched and you want to throw up afterwards.
Yeah.
You know, in semi-pro, I've never thrown up. You
Yeah.
ever been punched in the jejunum.
Dude, what a great movie, Semi-Pro. I haven't seen that in a long time.
I haven't seen it like I think I saw like last year.
My favorite part is when Woody Harrelson's fucking this, like his ex. He's fucking his ex, but she's already like with another guy. And he walks back in, but he's such a big fan. He's like, no, big deal.
Yeah.
He's like, keep going. Like, this is awesome. Oh my God, it's great.
What's up?
I was just gonna throw out maybe you could freestyle with it.
Yeah,
If you're
okay.
down, if anyone's down.
I mean, we're at 45 minutes, 53 seconds. I think like either a closing segment because I didn't realize we've been going on this long.
What's my
It's kind of been a while.
Yeah, it's been a successful pod.
I mean, I can keep
I could keep talking. I could freestyle right now.
definitely.
I mean, I'm always down for a good
Where's my phone?
freestyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm down to freestyle. I kind of test for how well I'll do.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
same.
probably gonna
Pull
do
my
it like
phone.
shit, but I mean, for pod, yeah, I'll call you.
For pod, and I could be
Call
the
Kelsey.
Oh, I think I found it. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
You sure?
I found a
Is
truck
that
in the
it?
couch.
Hey, that's badass.
Yeah, I got this couch used, so this is a sacred treasure.
That is a sacred treasure. Hey, who knows? Man? You might find $100 down there. You might want to dumpster dive and couch dive.
Any suggested beats?
I don't know. We had this crazy beat that was a sample off Electric Relaxation a couple hours ago. It was pretty good. It was a
You
model
guys
beat,
been making any music tonight or what?
kind
We've
of
just been playing
dabbling.
freestyle.
Freestyle
I've been making Joey a beat.
Oh,
It's
like
pretty
making.
there's a good sample in it. Talks about naked men. Which I like.
Joey. You ever
The
seen a grown man naked? That's what it is.
the one I'm working on, Gabe, I appreciate maybe a feature.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
If or Young Duck. If either of them are willing to show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, if you would want to contact them, let them know.
Yeah. I wanted to record some this morning before I came over here, but fucking Ronald, dude, the cat, was just all over the place, man. Attacking all the chords, jumping on the keyboard,
Ronald
just causing some fuckery. So,
can't do this right now.
yeah, he pissed me off.
Someone's got to tap into
quit.
your inner Chinese.
And then Joey speaking.
Why is this shit connected? Come on.
But not your ENERG, but your energy. I think about my energy, not my ENERG, but my energy. Soul Food 1 or 2?
One.
I really do. Soul Food 2 is still really good.
I
I didn't like the second half. The second half, where the best part in that is where he's like, understand. Oh, good, let's get it then. Like that part was dope. Like he's just talking about like if you're like really big into the lore of like tits, then it's cool. But if you didn't really like tits, which I like it enough, but I'm not huge on it. It's like we've just been talking about like Talia and fucking Kai, and it's just like that's lame. But overall, still a solid song. What's your favorite track off that album?
It's probably up there. Not sure.
What? open mic, Aquarius.
Yeah, that one's good.
That one was crazy. I can't wait to watch my sun shine and together we rain. Dude, like, solid. There's some good verses on that. And I don't know if it was all freestyle or not, but it sounded like it. It sounded like he was like on an open mic. And there's like a crowd. I was like, what the fuck? Like, did he spit all of this off the top? It's crazy. On beat.
Dude, I'm trying to connect to my speakers.
Yeah, my favorite Logic song of all
fucking-
time.
Favorite of all time. That's a tough
Mine has to be either from his mixtapes or Under Pressure. One of the two.
Yeah, that's a tough question because his new tape that just came out, I'm a huge fan.
Oh, for
Like,
sure. I feel it.
Big fan. So I would have to say it's something off of one of those two tapes.
Yeah.
It's
Wait,
either
which is the other one besides the new one?
No Pressure and Under Pressure. It's
Okay,
one of those
gotcha.
two. Yeah, it has to be. It's either All Right off No Pressure or Under Pressure. I mean.
All right, it's a
Big
good one.
Sean.
Yeah.
And I just like that fucking. I just like the beat and like they both really bring it on that one. And then so it's probably either that one or Soul Food. And then off his new one, it's probably the opening track, No Pressure, or either Open Mic. I really like a lot of tracks on this one, so it's hard to choose. Open Mic Aquarius 3, or the one where he's like, I think it's going to be a good day.
Yeah.
Only got the 9 and you don't play. That one. I can't remember the name of it. Hit My Line. I like that.
My favorite Logic
Big
song is
suggestions.
actually pretty easy for me. It's been the same for a while. Like pretty much since I first heard of Logic. It was my favorite song then, and
from anyone.
nothing's changed it ever
It doesn't
since.
have to be
Till the
Joe
end.
Red. I don't.
That's my favorite Logic song.
Till
Till the end. The song is crazy,
Yeah.
bro. Got this pretty
Okay.
girl on my floor, half naked playing connect for, but I've been trying to throw sex out the window, just trying to connect more. She's so, yeah, dude, like that song is crazy. Dude.
Some slow head. It's like dope. The reason
Last
I
verse gotta make it count. Won't speak of my bank account.
The
So
reason
many times
I
have
don't
to
like
pause
that
and
one
forth.
is because
Damn, he hates it.
Dude,
Yeah.
the reason I don't like it is because it's like 6 minutes long. In the last 2 minutes is literally just the
Well, yeah, I go to the next song after that.
Yeah.
After
Well,
after he finishes rapping,
Right, but that's
I don't
my
listen
point.
to the full
That's
thing.
my point. Is these 6-minute songs that are just bars.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I'd much rather listen to 6 minutes of bars than 4 minutes of bars and 2 minutes of
Yeah, I don't listen to the then.
That's good.
I just listen to the verses, which are insane to me. Some of his best work. I don't know, man.
It was a banger.
Yeah,
Maybe that. That is one of my favorites. I just listened to it a lot. I guess.
yeah, me too. Yeah, it's just consistently been one of my favorites.
Hold on, that was Joey a second ago.
Oh, hard freestyle.
Yeah, you got a
Really?
song. You got a
Really
song.
just jumped into it.
Yeah,
I don't know. We're kind of digging around in there, but
digging around, pushing down my sound. Oh, down the best in the rap game. You know that I can't do. Oh fuck, I can't even rap right now, bitch. You know that I definitely get down off the Stella, bitch. You know that I call my Bella like it's from Twilight. Bitch, you hit it that Twilight. It's a full moon, bitch. Give me the pool. You know I don't room around her. Cause I ain't crazy. You know I'm just lazy, bitch. You know I'm just getting this baby like I'm Patrick, bitch. You know I'm just trying to hit a bad shit. Bitch, I'm not trying to get it at shit. Like it's a chicken and I'm laying eggs. You know I'm about to get the tanglers in my asshole. Get a asshole. Get make a last. Oh, I'm out. I can't rap.
I don't really fuck with my last hoe. Hit up a new chick, I blast though. I don't really handle my past hoes, and I only fuck with my bros. The people that I'm chilling with, the people that I'm feeling, the people that keep it real, and the people that keep concealing. All of these weapons shit, I'm feeling like popping a couple pills and maybe copping a couple bills. I wanna go and pop some seals the way that I feel. This shit is real. Real still. I'll fuck your bitch up once. Leave her in the field. So you know I Keep it OG, you know me, I'm low key. I just be doing my thing. I just be counting my rings. I got a couple diamonds on my neck and a couple on my ring finger. People always talking shit about me, about stinging with my sting.
Anyway, Boss for the gloss. Chilling with my dogs. Don't let the dogs out. Someone with the crop top.
Hey,
Put with the drop top. This is off top. Like back in the day. Pull out the gap.
the only way to find it now.
Dude,
The best version of it.
I'm too drunk to fucking freestyle, but like,
I
just gotta throw-
White Claws bitching. Oh,
Dude, I like where you're
Damn,
going
dude,
with
your
that.
beat was too
I
short.
like that.
That's better.
yeah, I can flow right now. I just can't say anything that makes sense.
You just have to rhyme. It doesn't
Right.
have to make sense.
Fair enough.
You just have to rhyme.
Fair enough.
Dude,
I think that's when I have the problems with freestyling, is when I try to think about it too much. What I was gonna say is we were bumping OG MOD off top before you came.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah,
No
a couple
shit.
hours ago.
Can you play that later? Actually, just because I
Yeah.
can't get on off top. My account doesn't work. When I try to log in, it tells me fuck off.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we didn't log in or
Well,
anything. We
good.
went on the
Because
internet.
we know you believe
Dude, no, the OG version is the best version. I'm serious. There's not that shitty middle verse. It's just the first and second, and the mixing's way better. Like,
Yeah, there's the long instrumental breaks, but
yeah, but they're
that's part of the song.
that's part of the new one
Right.
anyways.
Yeah.
So.
I'd never heard your other song off top.
Whoever takes it first, why?
I mean, Joe didn't get a try.
It's not about getting a try. It's about stealing it from someone
from
else.
the beat, bro. I said I'm too drunk and fucked up. Don't know. I need a Tommy Tuck. I lost 300 pounds last week, though. But I need one fucking weed. Oh, nice week. That was last week.
Last week.
It's in a slow perp grabbing, bitch. I'm gonna come back too deep. I'm trying to be like a motherfucking Mike Tyson in the ring. You know how I do Mike Tyson with the vacuum cleaner. I be that winner. I be looking at the ceiling, fucking the dinner. I'm a little too drunk. In my words, I got a little too spunk. Got a little nice funk with it, but I got a girl when I make to fuck with it. You may not know what I'm saying, but you just lie to know when I'm playing, bitch. I'm trying to get inside of that sandwich like 2 buns with a meat, lettuce, tomato with the BLT. You know what I do, what I need to repeat, but I got the Joey when I got the free.
Okay.
I step back, let D-Lo when she got the deep throat. I put it in, throat like though, like so. Peanut butter with the micro fiber. Bitch, I'm alive.
Bitch, I'm alive. Oh, yeah, we on the live group chat. Kirby streaming, bitch. You know she got that ring from her body popper, but you know she got a lot of other hoes, so I don't know if I can hit it though. I still got cold flow like I'm from Mexico. Bitch, that's hot, but you know she a thought, so I hit it a lot. Bitch, you hit up my spot. Oh, calling my cellular phone, but you know that I'ma just gonna hit another phone. Both. That's the cigarette. I smoke a fag up in my bag. I roll it up, I'll take a drag. But bitch, you know I'm smoking that kush. Bitch, light up the bush. Oh, you know I fuck with that. Shave it clean. I'm just kidding. The little one's good. I really like a little bush. I mean, like shave
I
clean.
agree.
Shave clean. I mean, like that's great. That's better than
I like looking
jungle.
at dinner.
Like,
It's better than looking at
If
a
you had
baby.
to choose between clean shaven and a
I
bush,
really want a dinner.
like a fat bush, like a
Clean
crazy
shaven
bush,
over
or
fat
clean,
bush.
But like the perfect is a little bit of.
Little bit of bush.
Best of
Never.
both
That's how
never
you know you're
zero.
fucking with a real woman.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. But she's not too afraid to leave a little hair.
Yo, okay, a little bit of bush, not yours. What? And a little bit of kush, mine, not yours. What? And I don't really fuck with your tush. These whores, what? They want me to hit, but I'm so fuck. Bored. Boys,
I'm so
out of
fucked.
here.
I thought he was just about to end it.
I'm out of here. In
Out.
the atmosphere, in the stratosphere. I don't care. Anywhere I could take off, I'm like a rocket. I'm like takeoff, can't stop it. Motherfuckers wanna hate on me, cause I'm J3DUB. Okay, I be doing my thing. J3W, that's Jew. Who are you? I don't really know what to do. I could fuck with the new dudes, or I could go fuck my boo. But she don't really like that. But she just wanna fight that. But I don't wanna fight back, so I'm gonna just hit her right back. Yo.
Hit it right back.
It's over.
Okay.
It's over now.
That's what I said when I fucking rolled over now.
I rolled over. Now it's over.
What's up?
It's not over.
It's still a little bit left.
There's still a little bit left.
New beat.
Forget it, bro. The vibes
Another
ending.
song. No. Savage there. It's off Lucy Leslie's Sister Blue. No, it's Lucy Leslie's chick on there.
The only Atmosphere album I'm like super well versed in is Overcast.
That's their first album?
Yeah, that's the one I
that
listened to
shit's
a lot.
a banger. That shit's a banger.
Yo, my girl is snack, and I'm crazy off this cocaine. That's crack. And if you don't like it, then you're whack. My name is Wyatt. You should try it. I'm cooking up. I gotta fry it in the pan. I'm holding with your girl, sprinkle salt, Peter Pan. She on my dick,
It's
she
a remake
on
of
my
the beat.
hand. When we in front of all these fans, she wanna get up in my van. Shit, I can't stand this bitch. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone.
I'm gone. What you know about the song is too long. But bitch, hit the bong, cause you know we smoking kush. That's the hay. I say this every day. I smoke a split. But bitch, I'm just trying to hit it when you quit. Oh, maybe off the job hit a lot, but you know I gotta hit it a lot so I can be jumping like a frog on that tushy. Bitch, I'm gonna be breakfast pussy. Just kidding. Just that RPI shirt. But you know that's just the DI when we spit shit. You know that we just gotta hit a lick like it's too split. Oh, that's with my tongue, but bitch, I'm just trying to hit it, spit it like a long haul.
I said. 2 cranks on the lawnmower. That's what I had to take before I had to bend over. I had to get rid of the bush for a tush. Covered in hair with some crumbs, that's kush. Don't care about what she said last week. I was trying to get my meat in her mouth through her teeth. Block my meat, but I don't know what to say. I was trying to get some R. Kelly shit, but I said I'm not gay. I was trying to piss in some girls, make them do some twirls, trying to get them in the mouth to the throat, no pearl. I said my name is like Urkel with the glasses on, but I just turned to Stevenson when I got those glasses on. Fuck, I'm so drunk. I don't know what to say, man. I'm so drunk.
This remix kinda
asked
whack
God,
in
I'm
this
so
beat, though.
drunk.
Yeah.
I said, God, I'm so
Yeah,
drunk.
no, this is a reprod, so I didn't.
How you feeling?
Oh, not really any different.
I say my
I wonder
man's
if, like,
off the
being
crate.
drunk
What's a good instrumental?
Shake and playing Need for Speed Underground, but it
You wanna
really
smoke?
just be playing.
Yeah, I was thinking
I
we should
think
take
we
a smoke
should
intermission
I
here
know, I'd
soon.
like to smoke and then maybe try this again.
Okay.
All right.
Because I feel like I spit better when I'm stoned.
Word up.
I'll roll a J.
So, to the fans out there, John, appreciate
Is John
you.
watching?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, tell John I said
Yeah, J3 Dub says what's up, John. We're your smoke intermission, and we'll be back and hopefully able to rap.
We should leave
At
some
the very
tunes
least,
on.
we'll be
Okay.
hot. Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
We
It's
should
okay.
we should leave some intermission
okay.
music for the
I broke my
fans.
bowl piece the other day. I fucking, I don't know what I did. I think I was just smacking my lighter against to get the bowl to settle. And I
Sometimes they're they're surprisingly fragile in like the weirdest of times.
It was like stuck in there because of all the fucking
Look at this nug.
from all the reds. And then I had to like pop it
God
out.
damn.
and
She
then
smells
just-
delicious
nice.
in here.
Yeah, this is a nice. Look at all that red hair. Look at it.
Dude, I bought a 40 stack from Chad today of some fucking.
This
wedding
is Chad
cake.
Weed.
Dude, the wedding cake was disgustingly just delicious smell. I was like,
Wedding cake smells
It
good.
smelled crazy good. I was like, I'm gonna have to go with this. He even had my favorite. I was like, nah. He had after toast. I was like, nah.
I can't, dude. My favorite that he's ever had is Blue Cindy.
The best,
I love the Blue Cindy
dude,
too.
The best weed
Shout
I've
out to
ever
Blue
smoked.
Cindy.
My my sister got me for my 15th birthday. It was lemon kush and Afghan kush. It was a mix. It was lemon haze and Afghan kush. It was called lemon kush. And she got me 8 grams. I only got to smoke like 1 gram. I got caught. It's confiscated all of my birthday.
Gotta listen some music.
Yeah, some intermission music.
That's what I'm saying. Good shit.
Well, you know, I'm gonna go drop a dude.
Don't fuck with girls, fuck with women. Don't fuck with L's, I fuck with winning. You don't owe me, boy. The fuck you kidding? This fire I'm spitting like working in the kitchen. Cause you ass good, they fry like some chicken. Bitch, been on a mission. No one can stop me, I've had premonition. I've seen the outcomes, I will have you wishing. For me, but I ain't no Christian. She ain't free, comes with the beat. Eternity, a deal with the devil. I'll never see family again. No dollar bills, a 5 or a 10. I'm all about 10. Self-medicated, but not insane. I think I'm shit like some fans. I told you money, I got different fans. It's fake motherfuckers, they acting like friends. Like on phones, like they were some damn. I'm just searching, they never see me. It's so immersive. Off of the top of the window, reverse it. Hand on the Bible while practicing verse. Spinning this fire like Darky's Inferno. I've seen the signs, I'm not talking about work. Got so much time in the heavy of the shoulder. Later like gold, cause I stroke my logo. Ice in my veins, I feel like I'm zero. Will shoot with my mind when I smoke 47. I'm counting these numbers, feel like I'm 11. I'm repping the Cape, but missions.
Big fat dong inside of my head. I got wet when I saw the sun walk. Yo, J3, are these the reflective Yeezys?
Hey, Cleo hit the plug. Taylor about the fucking flex. Yellow mama thinking that I'm looking real sick. Don't care what you think. Cause you know me just doing my thing. I want the pink. Unfortunately, that shit is out of reach. It's tragedy. Don't take off your clothes, please do not speak. Just you and me. Look at time, you know I'm bringing. When I get downstairs, you know that I'm singing. Glass so red that they look like they bleeding. I only do math when I'm yelling at people. Pussy boy only know how to behave. Turn that shit down just like I had a fader. Bitch, I'm your daddy, you call me the Vader. Cut these boys down just like I had a saber. No, I don't want anything to do with you. Get the fuck out of my face. Cause all I want is my bitch. She think that she know me, but really she don't. She knows the part of me I choose to show. The real J3 always keep on the low. Cause no one can know the true shit that's inside of me. I'm too great to be hiding things. Always check reality, cause you don't know what my mind can bring to the table. Yeah, I'm able. Switching channels, no cable. I don't need a fucking label, cause I'm spitting verses like an angel. I just lay low with my halo. Think about tomorrow, not today, yo. Listen what I gotta say, bro. She don't love you, what the fuck you say, bro? No, I don't. No, I don't fuck with your face. Yeah, you know that I don't fuck with your face. No, I don't want anything to do with you. Get the fuck out of my face. Cause all I want is my face. No, I don't want anything to do with you. Get the fuck out of my face. Cause all I want is my face. Cleo hit the plug. Taylor about the fucking flex. I don't fuck with girls, I fuck with women. I don't fuck with L's, I fuck with winning. You don't owe me, boy, the fuck you kidding? This fire I'm spitting might work in the kitchen. Hitchin', bitchin', man on a mission. Never been less, always proficient. No one can stop me, I've had premonitions. I've seen the outcomes, I will have you wishing that you was me. Look like a Christian, down on your knees, praying for something, but that shit ain't free. stacking up bands, counting up keys. With all of this ice, my body might freeze. I'm feeling blessed, but I never sneezed. You fuck with the vision if you saw what I see. On an adventure off some LSD, godly ascension, that shout out to me. I came from the clouds, I rose from the seas. Off psilocybin, I feel like Poseidon. Mercury, Hercules, socially shining. People be looking when I be arriving. I'm rocking the bed like I'm mining for diamonds. They hate when I'm winning, they hate when I'm thriving. They jealous I'm up, or they barely surviving. Yeah.
Stay meditating, I'm all of a sand. Self-medicated, but not off the sands. You threat of the basic, I'm pushing in bands. But like 21, I ain't got no advance. These fake motherfuckers, they acting like brands. Cycling flows like Amazon cans. Powers subscription, they never see hands. Whipping the beamer, I'm whipping the bands. Versus they fancy like cursing. Music, my life used to be so immersive. Off at the top, I don't need no rehearsing. Hand on the Bible, I'm practicing curses. Yo, spitting this fire like Dante's Inferno. I've seen the signs when I talk about Virgo. Got so much talent, I heavy the show though. Played her like golf cause I showed them the Lolo. Ice in my veins, I feel like I'm sincere. Mushy with my mind when I smoke 47. I'm counting these numbers, I'm up to 11. I'm ripping AK but in higher dimensions. Ain't speaking no lies, discretion advised. Murder the track, I put that on my life. I strike forward my words, I might feel like we fencing. A sheath in my soul, we record a venture. Sound like a board and it's written like just a miss. It's beginning like Genesis, rapping like that's the shit, nigga. You small fish shit.
Let's keep it real, son. Yo, let's keep it real, son. Yo, money, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And yo, put the grass over there, say, you know what I'm saying? Hit it, you jazz. Watch this go right, you know that go. I'm saying that's what it's all about. The psychopathic pacifist do magic when he master it. Walk up in the school and I'm all dressed up in a dapper fit. Make you disappear like some magic abracadabra shit. People say I'm funny, others say that I'm a dummy. To me, I just be living. I consider myself lucky to be raised up in a class that's got a home and got some money. I could have had it worse, that's for sure, but I didn't. Now that I'm much older, I'ma use what I've been given. The talent I've been gifted. Some people trying to fit in, they too busy focusing on others, they ain't really living. Change the way I do it, I've been low, yeah, I've been through it. Yeah, I seen some shit that changed me, yeah, I wish I could redo it. Way back in the day, I was a fool, I never knew it. Thought that I was great, but didn't have no way to prove it. Got trapped in my mind at certain times, I thought I'd lose it. People gave me power, I abused it, put my feelings in my music. Can't tell a single soul about my props, cause they might use it against me. I ain't gon' envy others, cause every person's got something on the shoulders. In their hearts, they're getting colder. In the eye of the beholder, you go sparker, you go smolder. Say you go sparker, you go smolder. Me back, but I'm not worth it. No, I'm not perfect.
Psychedelics in the seas, the other side is always greener. So don't pass it to a chief unless you wanna see a demon. That's the red that's in my eyes, pocket thicker than a thighs. In the banks where I reside, there ain't no ticket when I drop. All the homies down the ride, yeah, we gon' hit it till we drop. No one knows the passion off the best, we give new things a try. And I lost all connection with my physical complexion. I'm suspended in dimensions, ain't gonna act just what's expected. Verses like ammonia, cause they're breaking through the mold. Late night in the morning, wanna hold it till we're old. Same shit as a diamond, so my carbon hitting cold. Say that it's alarming when I'm charming with my flow. So disarming, I'm evolving, never changing, never stopping. Going through the motions of the humanist emotions. It's atrocious how you hate on me for smoking on the roaches. No debate, no time to waste. I ain't gonna spend it all in boasting, yo.
Young, wild, and free, who could I be? I cannot see me in the mirror. Peeling plaster in my rear, getting gear. I need to throw a couple bands on a suit, on a gun, on the Van Tan. Her backside, money magic, my God. Take brief time to rewind. Get drunk, wasted, see time. 2 bombs of each bitch. Throwing dollars like it's sliding out my wrist. Chicken biscuit, battered chicken. Finger licking, sticky, sticking, sticking, bitch to bitchin'. Slap her off the shit, I'm bragging. Lay the bag and sacking the shit. Knocking who they, your friend, your pal, your path. Laugh might loud. Honey shadow the cast. Staff might flash. Sheer cash, be my mask. Is it real? Is it fake? Make me take a second take for your sake. Get too big, but hot taste got hot steaks. Bitch said I'm too late. I asked if you late, but they would have me wait. Guess heaven gates, but just fake. Water dripping off me like the lake is fake. Like second takes and saving up some face on the track with the bass with hate. I cop the vandal like a rebel. Call me Lando Warren Rambo. Gone commando when the Lambo fuck a hoe till she can't stand. Oh, blow verses switching, changing like a ditto. Rearranging off this planet, purple hazing like a diamond. I'm appraising all the hands about the function where it's getting way they bumped it. Like am I even something?
levitate, 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 pass through a gate, while I levitate, give me a rate, I'm a Nintendo, hey, we holding hands but we ain't a thing, that bitch told me that she want a ring, when I let her go, it's gonna sting, but this ain't no undercover operation, cut a bitch off like it's operation, don't bug me when you see me operating, don't like what the rubber, don't change the station, fucking my music ain't lyrical, I'm just a homie being spiritual. She need me like she need a miracle. Back on these bitches like it was some cereal. Call me Don Corleone, don't like me, disown me. Don't lie to my face, I like deep, not baloney. Don't be acting phony, smoke green, I'm stony. Yo, bitch hit my line and I thought she won't blow me. She gonna come over and she gonna show me. Gonna eat her like a cannibal. Kill the pussy like an animal. Just sip it up like it's some animals. Let's talk numbers, call me Hannibal. I'll hit you bitches in your mandible. Your lyrics just ain't understandable. Always lying, I can't stand the bull. The way I spit this shit is flammable. Levitate. Levitate, 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 pass through a gate, while I levitate, give me a rate, I'm a Nintendo, hey, levitate, 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 in the sky, levitate, I'm around, levitate, I'm so high, she sit on my face, yeah she levitate, don't show me disgrace, I won't hesitate, all of my wrists is the AP and talking about glasses, I fucked on your bitch and I came on a glasses, you saying you rapping so fast, but no I'ma surpass it, cause I can rap faster, I'm shooting that shit like a shot from a blast, and I solo my bankrollers, Mr. Fantastic, I smoke on the backwards with painless and dropping, we jump on the track and attacking, I back my addicts, you havoc, my addicts is savage, it's 20 to 1, so the numbers you run, boy think he's up, he can rap with the gun, but I'm giving no fuss, so I citizen up, calling his bluff when I pull out my 9 and I got it, I bitch shit, she flipping my side, and like all of the homies are down with the ride, and like all of a sudden the scene is so fine, bought a new shovel when I was so shy, shit with no travel, we ain't even shy, my diamonds is water, your shit like a fire, your bitch in my line and I swear I'm a body. Give me a rate, I'm a Nintendo, hey, levitate, 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 in the sky, levitate, I'm around, levitate, I'm so high, she sit on my face, yeah she levitate, don't show me disgrace, I won't hesitate, we going in, I'ma continue to rap at no end, if you got no friends, come on and get with the program, I go ham, get into the pussy as fast, man, these bitches I rob them, no bad man, no mama can talk to this backhand, no drama but I'll hit you like Pac-Man, got the word, I'ma need a fucking napkin, that's a 3-course meal, got some bitches in the fields, yeah they look a real deal, but they let me come a feel, beat it up like real steel, don't smoke a chamomile, yeah, hey, water, yeah, on that I won't pass cause I got my own gas on the tracks, if you laugh, while these addicts relax, don't fit in with the mask, but I fit in them pants, all I want is ass and they think they can throw it back, itty bitty titties is where it's at, you couldn't find my town on the map, you didn't know that I could rap, I didn't know you were so whack. I'm a candidate for faking it, smile all on my face and shit, but don't make no mistake of it, there's no hope of replacing it, I'm gone. When I'm here, I ain't plan on staying long. In the night, all I'm kissing is the palm. Used to think so highly of you, I was wrong. I'm gone. And it's fading, I'm counting every day, just looking for a way I can get the fuck away, cause everyone I'm talking to starts to sound the same, but I feel like it's fire pain, flying through a window pane, no I ain't crying, my eyes just need some drying, I've been going through some shit, thank God that I'm Hawaiian, cause I can't catch any pain, anytime I lie, I escape my own fate, to a better life, I just won't feel safe, not be filled with fright, my body lined with tape, sleeping through the night, tell mama that I'm great, shining like a light, escape my own fate,
to a better life. Speeding through the stars, hope is on the way. I'm sparring, fight for it's my plot. I keep it light. Got your number in my book. It's just took a maybe take it, shake it, bake, but as of late it feels so fake, basic like poison. Finger point, try and voice it. Ain't that annoying? What I'm avoiding? Need some ointment. Allow my heart to keep enjoyment. Andy with that appointment.
You probably took us outside to smoke a go. What up? What up?
And we're back.
And we're back.
We're back. How's the weather looking?
Dude, the weather. In today's news, the weather is looking quite well. Tomorrow it will be cloudy with a chance of rain.
Wow.
78 degrees is the high, 52 is the low.
And how's humidity looking?
Humidity is at 36%, a very meager number compared to yesterday's 70%. It's looking like it's going to be a good weekend, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, thank you very much, Wyatt. Well, 36% does sound like high humidity. Thank God it's not rain. Clouds are okay in terms of losing your fucking power to the fucking thunderstorm.
Dude, sometimes you're driving down the road and a bolt of lightning just hits your car,
And you
all
just
the
gotta
power
accept
goes
it.
out, and you
Dude, I was wondering. Okay, you know what? I was actually wondering this because I was thinking about it. I was like, if there's a thunderstorm, there's no way you should be handling big ass steel poles.
Yeah,
So what do
Yeah.
you do in a thunderstorm at your work?
you were.
So you handle big ass steel poles in the
I mean,
thunderstorm.
not steel poles, but steel. Yeah, we're surrounded.
That's dangerous. Well, no, I mean like you're carrying a big ass lightning rod around.
a lightning rod. Yeah. Deal with it. I mean, I'm not scared. The chances of that happening are so low, and if they happen,
No,
you know
Dude,
how
no,
much-
when you're holding steel.
not if you're
Yeah.
holding a fucking lightning rod.
if that happens, you know how much money I'm going to make for working
A shit
this month?
ton.
A shit ton.
If you survive.
If you
People who
survive.
get struck by lightning typically survive. It doesn't often.
I believe you
kill
can
people.
survive.
Many
No,
people-
you know, you
Yeah,
can,
you
you can
usually-
most definitely.
yeah,
Many
that's-
people have been struck by lightning.
I don't know about
Most
usually. I think it's like a
people
50-50.
I
I don't know. Let's look it up.
Yeah.
Let's look it up. You
What are
guys
the
are
odds of
going.
lightning
Yeah, right?
actually killing you? Either way, I've never been too scared about that. We don't have them often, like bad thunderstorms. We have
Well, no, I'm
storms
just thinking
that
about the
are-
other day. Like, yeah, thunderstorms don't happen often, but yesterday or the other day, I don't remember. But there was that big ass lightning storm.
Yeah.
And I was like, what does Wyatt do at work? Because if there's a big ass lightning storm and my boss told me to go pick up a 20-foot steel pole and bring it to him, I would be like, you can do that. I will quit if you make me do that because I do not want to get struck by lightning.
Well, for me, it's just like I'm not going to carry something that's 20 foot long and 200 pounds by hand. I'm going to hop in the loader and just scoop it
Well,
up.
I mean, like a 20-foot steel, like tiny pipe,
right, or an angle,
One
or
inch-
something.
a
like
1
that.
inch pipe, 20 foot long.
Yeah. No, there's definitely a risk. I've never thought about this before. You're definitely correct, but there's not
So
much
only
we can
about
do.
10% of people that are struck by lightning are killed.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I want to get struck by lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
That's what I'm saying. If I got struck by lightning at work, I'd be like, that was a really.
I thought it
crazy
was
experience.
like 10% people live from lightning.
Right.
No, and
So
dude,
that's from
the other thing.
weather.gov. Just the top answer that Google gives is that there's 240,000 incidents regarding lightning strikes. The annual fatality rate is reported differently at 6,000, as high as 6,000, and as low as 2,000.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Either way, not that bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't get me wrong. I don't
Given the
want
number.
to get struck by lightning. But
Well, I kind of do. I mean, like, fuck, just be like, hey, I got struck by lightning. Actually, I think a lot of people lose all their limbs. I'm
yeah,
cool.
I think,
I'm
like,
cool.
yeah, that's the thing, because like,
Waist down,
people could
I'm
not
cool.
die.
If my
but, like,
alarm
you could
stopped
get
working,
fucked
I
up.
would hate my life.
I know. Yeah.
If I couldn't use my arms, I don't know what I would do.
Yeah.
Because I'm a musician, I need both my fucking arms. But if my legs were to get chopped off or unusable one day, I wouldn't be
You
like,
just get ripped up here, dude.
yeah.
Just get your whole.
But
upper
also,
body ripped.
if
You
my
got a
lower
guy that,
half
like,
got
can do upside
paralyzed, I
down
would ask
push-ups
for my.
as long as he's moving is his fucking torso. You know.
Well, if I ever got paralyzed waist down, I would get my legs moved. Because fuck dragging around legs that don't work. Amputate my legs, please,
Yeah.
God, because they don't work and they're just weighing me down.
I feel like some people would be able to handle that. Though. The idea of not having legs, even though you can't use them, just not having them, being like I am just an upper
Yeah,
half.
it is a strange concept to wrap your head around.
Right, dude. It's,
I'm not sure what I would.
It's
this is what I
terrifying.
would-
Well, if they were like, you
I'm
will
truly
never be able to
terrified
use
of,
your
like,
legs
losing a
again,
leg.
no matter
Yeah,
what.
me too.
Imagine not being able to run ever again.
Yeah, you know what?
Not being able to run.
I don't
Yeah.
care about that, dude. I need my hands. I need my arms to play bass. You know what I don't need to play bass?
I saw.
My fucking feet.
Dude, I've seen videos of. Well, I guess this applies to me. Maybe not a guitarist or a bassist, or a pianist, or mixist,
Or literally any
or
musician.
any musician. But I saw a video of a kid playing a video game like COD with just his fucking face, and I was like, dude, I love video games that much that if I had no arms, I'd figure it out. I'd learn.
Yeah, I'm sure you could figure it out.
Or I'm sure that they make some.
Yeah, that's
some
another thing.
tool
Video
or
games.
something.
I think it's like a muscle thing. If
I need my arms on my
your
neck for
hands.
that.
Yeah, I don't know it.
I would much definitely rather lose my legs than my arms, for
Well,
sure.
You know what's
I don't-
really
I
You'd
don't
rather
think it's
have your
that
legs
easy
than
for
your
you.
arms.
No, I just don't know. I just don't think it's that easy.
Think about it, dude. How
I
many
am
things do
thinking
you need
about
your arms and your legs for? Like as
A
far as
lot. There's definitely more things you use your arms for than your legs.
Eating.
I'd rather
But-
use my leg. I'd
Eating,
rather
but-
use
water.
my
Right,
arms,
that's true.
so I can get prosthetic
But-
arms and my legs are stronger than just a
The idea of losing your mobility
Right,
still
that's
is
what's crazy to me. You
yeah,
can't
like
run.
I
The
like
mental
being able to
aspect.
run and
Well, I
walk
was in-
around and do things. Like obviously you have a wheelchair and shit.
I was in a wheelchair for a week there,
Mhm.
and like what I realized is that like I can go without my legs. I mean, like yeah, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be happy about it. I would in no way be like, yes, I lost my legs,
Right.
or this isn't bad. I would be pretty sad about losing my legs, but like if God
You wouldn't
came to
kill
me,
yourself.
yeah, I wouldn't fucking kill myself if I lost my legs. If I lost my arms, I probably would. I would probably kill myself.
What would you do?
Because what would I
Dude,
do?
and I get that. For me, it's probably my legs though. Like, if I lost my legs, or if I went deaf, I don't care about going blind. If I
Dude,
can't
I've also
see,
thought
I
about
can
that. If I went
I can
deaf,
still watch a movie and fucking like enjoy. I can still listen to my music. I can still do all of that shit. I just can't see it, but I can imagine it, and I'm okay with that. But if I couldn't hear, if everything was silent, I'd be stuck in my head all day long. There's
Yeah.
no way. There's no way I could survive.
well, I would probably become enlightened if I lost my hearing, but I wouldn't. Hearing, I would. Hearing would be losing my hearing would be detrimental. And the thing about it is that I fucking might. I've already got tinnitus in one ear.
No, there's good musicians like Beethoven, right? Like, he was fucking deaf, and he was one of the
He
best
wasn't
musicians.
completely deaf. He could use that horn and barely hear it.
Right. But I'm saying like, if I lost my hearing, if I couldn't listen to music, if I couldn't hear movies or podcasts, right? I had to use subtitles and shit. Or if
Yeah, just silence would be fine.
just silence
Yeah.
all the time. I can't.
Not
there's
knowing
no
your
way I could cope with
surroundings.
that. Yeah.
But also at the same time, it would fucking suck ass to not be able to see it.
I don't know, dude. I think I could live with that. There's so many. Think about it. How many things are good enough to see? Right? Like there's
Yeah.
so many
I
things
could-
in
I
the
could-
world.
I would
wish
definitely
had
go
to see.
blind over going deaf.
I'd rather
think
go
I
blind
agree
over
with
deaf.
that, yeah.
I don't like you
I'm
were
still
saying.
not sure where I fall on the legs, arms. I think like begrudgingly, maybe I'd rather have my arms, but
Yeah.
I really don't know.
Really.
Well, yeah, it'd be
I
easy.
feel
My
like
freedom
in
is
my-
that important
in
to
my-
me, like my freedom of movement.
Dude,
Like,
in my mind,
they,
that
like-
it's such an easy decision to me.
Yeah.
In my- like
Yeah.
I can't fathom that. Like you have to think about it. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy to me. I feel like it's just such an obvious choice because I can't think of like much I'd rather do with my legs than my arms.
Yeah,
just
I mean,
walking
I get,
around.
I get where you're.
I
coming
enjoy
from.
that. Like I
Push a
like just,
wheelchair around.
I don't know, man.
There's something different about
It's
feeling the
different,
earth
yeah.
on your feet.
Yeah, there definitely
Feeling
is.
You can feel it on your hands.
Right, but you know how fucking buff.
If you want to just like get down and get like this
Yeah.
with the
It'll
ground.
just be a chest. You have to have your arms.
Dude, when I was in a
full
wheelchair, I
your
dragged
chest might be
myself
hanging
around
right
so
here.
much.
So you have to be full extension at all times. Like that would be so taxing.
Dude,
You get fucking
I
jacked,
dragged myself.
yeah,
dude.
I dragged myself everywhere when I was in a wheelchair.
I know,
It was all right.
I know, but I'm saying, I don't know, man. I just
Maybe
like,
maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. It's
maybe
such
that's
an-
why. Maybe it's because you lost the use of your legs for a while, and you've been like, you know what? I survived. I can deal with that.
Yeah.
I've never lost either of them, and I can say it's a tough choice.
And another thing for me is I feel like prosthetic arms work better than prosthetic
Yeah,
legs.
I
no,
definitely feel like
your
that's
legs
false.
are the strongest
Hand
muscle in your
coordination.
whole body.
Hand fucking coordination, your fingers.
Maybe for you, you're playing a guitar. I'm not playing a guitar. For the things I use it for, the prosthetic arm can get the job done for the most part. Better than the leg can. You know what I mean? Like if you like are, but like I've seen people walk. I've seen
You don't have
people,
arms, so there's nothing to hold you back.
I've seen people like walk and run around like with the prosthetics, and it's just I don't know.
It looks
you know?
really awkward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have a limp, like a
Yeah.
hobble, and they're like they're either have a broken leg or
And-
they have a prosthetic.
And if someone was fucking chasing me with prosthetic legs, I would just throw a rock at their legs or a cinder block and knock them
Swipe their
bitches.
leg out from
Yeah,
under them, bro.
take their legs, bro. We can't chase shit.
You know what I would do if someone tried to mug me if I didn't have legs? I'd my hip because
But how many
That's what I'm
times are you
saying.
gonna have a strap on your hip?
I lose my fucking legs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
all the time. But who the fuck was
Jericho, who works in the shop, he's got a gun in his pocket at all times. It's a tiny gun. It fits in his pocket. Yeah, like my dad doesn't know. Yeah, no, I would do the first chair. Once I have a pistol, I'm gonna stay strapped all the time. I'm gonna keep it in my truck.
Dude, I've been thinking about buying a gun lately.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
worth
do
it.
it. I mean,
It
like,
seems like the move.
Yeah.
dude, you want to go hunting? Please buy a rifle. I would go hunting with you. It's every season.
I just
I
bought a
would go
rifle.
hunting.
I just bought a 9mm
You want me to?
rifle.
If you want me to call my dad, if I called up my dad right now and said, "Hey, where's a good spot to go hunting? You come with us and just make sure we're all set up with tents and everything."
I'm down to hunt, dude. I got. Yeah.
It's caribou
I
season,
can
dude.
supply with
I
many
don't do the
rifles.
hunting.
Well, dude, you just gotta forgive your dad.
No, not dude. Remember I got Giardia in 8th grade.
Oh yeah.
That's
Dude, Giardia is the weirdest thing you could have ever done, dude. You're the only person I've ever heard of in real life
It's
getting
beaver.
Giardia.
It's literally
That's what Giardia is.
Yeah.
It makes you shit your britches.
Dude, I had in-school suspension, and I was like, I need to go shit. And they were like, no, you only get 2 a day. You get 1 at this time and 1 at this time. I was like, no, you don't understand.
I've got the baby feet.
I have to shit.
Dude, did you
And they didn't let me go, so guess what I did?
you walked out and shit?
I fucking shit my pants. Because they wouldn't let me go. I let a fart out because I thought it would. Dude, after that, the cannons were unleashed. And for about 2 weeks straight,
I would assume.
I was shitting 2 to 3 times a day. Just for 30
Holy
minutes.
shit. In retrospect, you should have seen it.
Yeah, I probably could have.
That is
Did
super
you tell
bullshit,
them I have Giardia?
I didn't know I had it. This was my first day back at school. When I left for the hunting trip, I had gotten in-school suspension. I got kicked out of Mr. Eager's class. And I had 3 days. And they were like, well, you're going to serve it when you get back from this hunting trip. And I was like, great, fuck you. And it was a terrible trip. We had to get medevaced out of there because my stepmom threw out her back from rowing. Literally
Jesus
just from
Christ,
rowing.
dude.
Yeah. It was pouring rain the whole time. The tides.
That
and the
just sounds
wind-
like you had a bad experience in cursed hunting trips forever.
Yes, it was awful. It was a really bad experience. Soaking wet every morning when we woke up. Like it was freezing cold. It was towards the end of August. So like this time of year when it's just raining and wet. And it was just awful, the whole thing. And then I got fucking Giardia and shit my pants in school. So yeah, it was a pretty awful experience to
Oh
do
my god.
as
Yeah.
a 14-year-old.
Yeah, man. I've had some close calls where I've almost shit myself in class. I know a close friend of mine who actually did end up shitting himself in class while he got called on to present in front of the class, and he was wearing khakis.
Oh!
And everyone definitely smelled the stank, and there was a stain behind him, and it was really awkward. I can't remember if he did the presentation. No, he did make the presentation because he told me he had to walk in front of the class and he muscled it out and sat back down. And yeah, so that sucked. There have been a couple times where like it sneaked out, but not to the point where I could say I shit my pants. It was just like a
Sometimes you
I
squirt,
need to
bro.
go to the bathroom.
Sometimes you
you
squirt.
know,
Right.
take some toilet paper to the dome of my ass.
Sometimes you got a shard, bro.
Yeah.
Remember that time Kelsey shit Nell's pants?
Yeah. Yeah. That was
Dude, I
really
sharded.
funny, dude.
I sharded his bed.
That was really funny because we just finished NYO and I was like, hey Kelsey, did you shit your pants? And he goes, what? And I was like, did you shit your pants? And then Nels goes, what? And I was like, yeah, Kelsey shit his pants. And he's like, those are my pants. It's like, oh, Kelsey shit your pants, bro.
Dude,
I sharded.
what was that story where you shit in the girl's underwear, bro?
Okay, I didn't
Kelsey
shit.
just loves shitting in places that aren't his.
Dude,
It's hilarious.
so I had some like real swamp ass and I like ate tacos that night because it was at Brandon's house. And it was a party, and you know at Brandon's house we'd get Taco Bell sometimes.
Yeah.
So I just eaten Taco Bell. I already had mad swamp ass.
Yeah.
And we decided to play
I don't know. I don't remember what it was. I think it was some card game. It was some like drinking game that Brandon pulled out. That it was like some type of board game. And so we're and it was like one of the things was like switch underpants with a girl. And like when that card was pulled, I was like, because I knew it was about to come. I had major swamp ass. She was about to wear my dirty ass drawers.
Oh, dude, that
And
does
so
suck.
what? So
I
what
can
she-
imagine that dread. Like,
Yeah,
you're not expecting going into that night. Like, that shit's going to happen.
Yeah.
And, like, maybe you'll get some action, but, like, you guys will both be drunk and, like,
yeah.
Both
So
feces from you.
it was more
she's
than
not going to be, like, in your underwear in any projections.
Yeah,
You have
like
a
in any
situation ahead of
prediction,
time.
in any prediction I could have made, none of it was I'm going to give a girl some dirty underwear. Like if I would have been like, there's going to be a chance where I'm going to switch underpants with a girl.
You would
I
have
would've brought
showered, like, brought the freshest fit.
I would have brought an extra pair of fucking underwear.
Yeah.
A can of Febreze down the shorts.
Yeah, but like
Yeah, there's no
The thing is
situation in
that
which
no
I
one
would
can
want
predict
that
that.
trade to happen.
yeah.
You know? Like, even at, like, my cleanest, like, I
Yeah.
still would be like, yeah.
Well, even if I was at my cleanest, I'd be like, yeah, this girl's gonna wear my underwear. These are perfectly clean. Fuck yeah. Like, I'd be down for that. But no, I was like, we just ate Taco Bell like an hour ago. I've got swamp ass. My asshole been itching because I've been rubbing it raw with the toilet paper lately. So I've been scratching it on the DL. And so we switched underwear, and to my surprise, the underwear was clean. And I was like, thank God.
I mean,
But I had to switch underwear with her. So she gave me her thong. Okay? And that shit rode up my ass crack. A whole lot.
I bet it did. Yeah.
And so when I had to trade underwear back, I pulled it off and I was like, that brown stain was definitely not there.
Oh, no.
When I was giving me. So I did my best. I tried to
You,
dab
like,
it with the
rub
wet.
it off something.
I tried. I was like, I can't get this wet, or else she'll be like, "What? Yeah." She'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
anyway?
I'm just really horny.
yeah. So I tried my
so
best,
wet, babe.
but like when push came to shove, when I gave those underwear back, they were still a little brown, and my only hope was that she was too drunk to have noticed it.
Yeah.
But
Maybe she didn't even put them back on. Maybe she was just too fucked up. At
that was a spare pair of underwear, I believe. I think she had a spare pair because she brought her fucking sleeping sack because she was going to be staying somewhere else.
So
that
did
night.
she see the shit stain? Or?
She might have not, but that's the thing is that if there were a spare pair she didn't wear,
Yeah,
except
then
for
she would
by
have
me.
noticed. Yeah. But if it was hers, probably not. She would have assumed it was just something else.
yeah, she would have been like, "Damn, that's embarrassing." Maybe,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah. Wow. What a harrowing tale. Holy shit.
that's
Holy shit.
Yeah, holy shit.
holy shit.
Yeah, man. I was like talking about this. Someone I was talking to recently about like when was the only time you shit your pants or whatever. When was the worst time you ever shit your pants? And, they had a pretty crazy story. I can't remember what
Was it
it
Nels?
was. It was crazy. No,
Because I know that's whole story.
Yeah,
Well, laid on us.
Well, I feel like that's like a Nels story.
True,
He's gotta
true,
tell
fair
that.
enough. Yeah.
That's his
Oh, no,
tale.
dude.
I mean, we heard Nels'
Like-
cheese tail.
Which one was
I
that?
guess it's involving Wyatt, too. Nels stealing the
Oh,
pretzels.
Nels.
Oh yeah.
Dude, you pretty much learned everything.
Well,
you learned.
that was Wyatt's story too.
Right, yeah,
that was the
exactly.
whole story, and I think Nels would attest to that. He'd be like, "Yeah," and then he'd go cheese on me,
For sure.
and then we'd be like, "Yeah, it was a big move. I
Yeah.
shouldn't have done it." Like, I felt bad, dude. It was a white hoodie. Like, I didn't even think about it. I was just like,
You're so
No,
pissed.
I think it's justified in the moment.
dude, a white hoodie.
You know I believe in that.
Yeah, I know you believe in that. You fucking almost
I'd be
killed me.
Dude, I want to say, though, with the mozzarella stick incident, like, it was just because, like, all the time, dude, like, we'd be getting fucked up, and I would be one of the only people to have the foresight to, like, I've always been, like, somebody who meticulously gets fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, before I roll up, I preheat the oven, and then when I start smoking, I throw the shit in so that by the time I'm done and I'm high, there's like a ready snack.
Right.
And like no one else had that type of preparation, and everyone else was just partying, doing like whatever. I was in the kitchen,
Right.
in the kitchen cooking.
And then people
And
are
then,
like,
like,
"Yo, bro, let me get
Yeah,
some."
of course, as soon as it's done, like this has happened many times before where I make food and then people just come in and swarm in. So when Kelsey like came in with the fucking claw, like my natural reaction like was like, you know, to do what
I think.
But like after that I realized I was being an asshole and Kelsey's my bro.
I think a rule of party culture should be bring your own food or don't ask. Like don't ask. Like it should just be a known rule of.
Dude, I think it's a known thing. It's not it shouldn't be a rule because it's just a known thing that if you're gonna if you're bringing food into the classroom, you better bring enough to share with the whole class.
Yeah, I guess so.
The class is sometimes huge as fucking. I don't like
Yeah,
people
that's
I don't
exactly.
share with.
And
Well,
then
then hide it better.
people I don't fucking.
That's what you do in class when
There's
when
some
you don't want to share with
asshole
everyone.
whenever
You
that
hide it.
comes up to me, like that dude at that shitty kickback we went to on 4th of July at Caleb's. That fucking dude from
I like that party,
dude.
I had a good time.
Indiana dude was kind of whack.
Dude,
I
he's kinda whack.
didn't believe anything he said.
Exactly.
Really.
He was like, yeah, dude, I sold acid to the entire
Cheerleading
Division One cheerleading.
I don't know. He looked legit to me.
Nah, dude, he looked
I'm not one to doubt
He's
someone right away.
Scrub.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys are just assuming by looks that he's
Nah,
a liar.
man.
No, it's just
He was
the way
like-
he talked about it.
Yeah.
He was just like, what's the most you've ever done? And I was
Dude,
like,
the way
And then he would up us. He would always constantly one up us.
I'm like, yeah, the most I've ever done 3 tabs, man. I've never done
Dude,
more than that.
the
He's
thing
like, yeah,
I-
I've done 700, no biggie. I was like, 700 UG? That's insane, bro. Like,
My
I've never
dude,
heard
no,
anyone do
I
that.
believe him because my friends in New York, they would constantly, like on multiple occasions while there at school, did like 10 tabs.
But that's
But
New
our
York,
whole
bro.
cheerleading
This is
team-
Indiana.
Yeah, a whole cheerleading team that does Division One. They have strict rules, and I doubt they have time to balance athleticism as well as school to do acid
Yeah,
consistently.
I
as well
did.
as
I disagree with that.
I did
But
that
my
exact
main
thing.
thing is that this kid was like, yeah, I sold it
but
to
to
the
a
whole team.
the whole team.
Yeah, the whole team.
It's
cheerleaders,
probably
bro.
not true.
Yeah, I was like,
That's
fuck
probably
you,
an
man.
exaggeration, but I'm willing to believe like
Dude,
maybe
he
he
said
sold
he
a
went
bunch
to
of
fucking.
acid.
Dude, he said he went to like.
I don't think he's a
University
straight up
of
liar.
New York.
I don't think he lied to our faces. I think
I
maybe
would agree.
exaggeration.
He
Maybe.
exaggerated
Yeah,
a lot.
there's probably
I think he
exaggeration.
was trying to flex.
I think
for
people
sure.
rarely
Which just came off as
completely
gross
lie.
to me, right? Like I don't have a problem with that guy if he was just totally chill. He was like, yeah, dude, like I do acid, it's awesome. But when he's trying to be like, oh yeah, dude, I've done 700 UG. I sell to the whole D1.
Yeah, he was making a lot of like
It was
fussing
like,
and
okay,
busses.
cool, dude. Like, I get it. Like, it just seemed like he was trying to flex on us. I was like,
Yeah, it just seemed like everything we were trying to go. on
Everyone's
was
always
conversation.
trying to flex, dude, and especially when they're drunk, dude. I just
I
let it
guess.
happen.
I don't think he was that drunk
I
though.
don't feel like I always try to flex. I just
Everyone
I just
always
talk.
does.
dude, I'm the
I
way
just
I
share.
am.
I just share stories and talk.
Yeah, like I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, not. I mean,
But yeah, I
when
do
they
get you
can.
mean. A lot of
when,
people do.
when they can.
For sure.
When they have the authority to flex, they will flex. Maybe they'll exaggerate a little bit, but they're never exaggerating to the extent where if he said 700 UGs, if he was exaggerating that, which I believe he might have done 700 UGs.
I think it was
people
more
have
though.
done.
No, dude, that's
I think
so
you said
much.
more.
No, he said 700.
Well, I've done 600 in Costa Rica.
Exactly.
And
You've done a lot. Why do you doubt him?
no,
Yeah.
because I think it was more.
Fair enough.
I think he said more than 700.
No, he says he didn't go over 1,000 because I remember him being less than my homies in New York, and they did 1,000.
All I know is that I didn't like the vibes he was giving.
Yeah.
It seemed
He
like
seemed like he was
everything
trying
he
to be
said-
a
You didn't
boss
like
right
his
away.
Eminem haircut.
No, dude, I thought he looked fine. I was like, cool, dude, you're from Indiana. I get it. Like, I looked at him and was like, Indiana makes sense.
Yeah.
But no, I don't have a problem with that guy. In fact, I was being totally funny with him. Like, I was like, oh, your name's Jack? Dude, you're way better than the faggot we know. I was just chilling with this guy. But then eventually I just kind of got tired of him. I was like, okay, I get your whole shtick. Everything
Yeah.
we've done, you've
Done
also
better.
done. And you've done it harder and better.
Right.
Yeah.
Those people are annoying.
Yeah. I mean,
Sure.
if it was all true and he wasn't lying, then whatever. But just the way he
It's probably
was
just
coming off,
exaggerating.
yeah, the way he was coming off was very like, oh yeah, bro, yeah, no, I know all about that. Yeah, like dude.
Yeah,
The way
exactly.
I think the way he was coming off was just rubbing me wrong because I think he was just drunk and trying to like
Socialize?
socialize
which can often come as asshole-ish because
it can be aggressive.
It can be. You could be aggressive when you're drunk. I think he was just trying to share similar interests with you.
Yeah, especially if you just moved up.
And since he was coming off aggressive, it's because he was drunk.
And you weren't drunk. So.
And he was new. He literally just moved here like a friends. He wants to.
He didn't move. He's here visiting Howie.
I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
If I saw this dude again, I'd be like, hey, like, you're that Indiana guy, you know? I don't hate the kid, but there's something about it that, rubbed me the wrong way. Like,
I am with you on that. There's something about
it. It reminds me of me when I was 14, right? I would try to go to a party and be like, haha, yeah, like, party, you know? I tried to fucking just be like, I'm gonna fucking be cool, but I don't know, man, you grow out of that eventually. Maybe it seemed like this kid was still stuck in
one person who
maybe he was.
One person who definitely confirmed the rub the wrong way button was Sam.
My god,
dude! When he was telling you to jump the wrong button, when he was saying to you to jump the fire, and you're like, nah, man, you jump the fire, and he was like, nah, man. I asked you to jump the fire, and you're like, I'm not gonna jump the fire. I told him,
I was like, you go, bro. I'll follow you up.
Yeah.
It's like straight up, you go, I'll go. Like, do it. And it's like, haha. Shit.
I would jump. Exactly. Dude, jumping a fire is not that hard, dude. I just didn't want to stand up.
Yeah,
it's just stupid.
If he did it, I would have held my word. I told him, if you do it, I'll do it. But I wasn't gonna be like, oh, you know what, bro? Bet. Let me do that for you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude. You do it, asshole.
I'm sitting in this
Was
chair.
that the same motherfucker who asked who's on the aux, so I turned it off, and now it's just like, we're leaving.
Yeah.
I can just picture that too.
Yeah, because it was the end of the night, and we were playing rap music the whole time, and then we were like, we're gonna, it was us four, and then he came along, and then we just decided to, it was like no one was around, but like the boys. We're going to play some other music besides party music. We're just going to sit back, relax, listen to some tunes we always like. Maybe it's not just rap. It's
just not your standard party music.
It's not your standard party music. And then he was like, yo, who's on aux? This shit's kind of weird right now. And we were all just like,
looking at him,
we were just like in the corner. Yeah, we weren't like, dude.
We didn't respond to him. Like, he would
just
talk
kept
to no one.
Yeah.
Hey, who the fuck's on us? And we'd be like,
and then he was like, oops, the speaker accidentally turned off. When like, come on, dude, you turned it off.
Died. And
he turned it off.
And that's when I was like, okay, we're leaving.
Yeah, he was like,
I missed that. I think I was playing football. Because
dude,
he committed the biggest party foul. Dude.
Oh my god, dude! The first time,
literally, we were throwing the ball back and forth in this yard, right? He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna hop in. Yo, I'm in." And then they threw it to him. First throw over the gone, dude. He was like, "Oh shit!" And he didn't even go get it either. He wasn't like, "It's fine, guys, I got it." He was like. And like Dylan Thomas was like, I'll get it, and he like hopped the fence and went and grabbed it, and I was like, dude, what a fucking asshole!
Yeah,
like
who is this guy?
He chucked it as hard as he could. I was like, what is he doing? It's like a 20-foot yard, bro. Like, what the fuck? Dude, he committed the biggest party foul. Yeah, and then retrieve it.
He must have thought that he couldn't throw it 20 feet.
Yeah,
so he's putting all his like strength into it.
He threw it like a bitch. He was like.
Yeah, so he must have thought he didn't have the strength to get it where
he was also talking a lot of game that entire night. Like what they were saying about Indiana. His name is Jack.
Yeah, Jack.
What they were saying about him was actually just true for Sam.
For Sam. Yeah, he was just, that's how he always is. Always. If you've ever been
I will say in his defense, when like a week or two later, I did encounter him at another party, and he was sober this time, and he was a lot cooler.
More bearable.
He was a lot cooler.
Well, he's one of those guys, man. He gets fucked up, and he tries to be like,
Johnny Bravo.
He probably gets fucked up because and so when he's fucked up, he tries to be like outgoing and friendly, but it just comes off.
Yeah, there's a reason for everyone.
Yeah, it just comes off the wrong way. And my biggest problem with him is that every time I see him, he acts like we are friends, and he knows me. He'll be like, "Oh, what's up, Wyatt?" I'm like, "Dude, no. I've never, ever once been your friend or to you either. You always come up to me. This is not a relationship. Don't me. We're not homies. If I see you, I might go, oh,
gotta give him the left hand.
I might hit him with that. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, yo, what up, Sam? How you been? No, dude, we're not friends. He did cocaine at my house and looked me in the eyes and said, I didn't do cocaine. I'm gonna walk home. It's 3 miles. I was like, yo, you didn't do cocaine. Okay. Get the fuck off my house. He was like, he literally had someone drop him off.
Nobody would ever say that sentence that was not on cocaine.
Yeah, it was 2 in the
3
morning.
miles?
And someone was like, yo, Sam, where do you live? He was like 4 miles from here. It's cool, I'll walk. I was like, what?
Dude, I would not want to walk.
Yeah, I was
40
like,
miles.
good, dude. See ya.
Unless you're on cocaine.
It was so irritating. And then someone, I think it was Sierra Ladd, I was like, hey, did he do coke? And she was like, yeah, I watched him do a line. I was like, he was like 14. It's like, what are you doing here? Who are you? I didn't know him. I think Michael, my old roommate, invited him. And I even asked Michael, I was like, Michael, why the fuck did you invite this kid? He was so fucked up. He was like, who? Who did I invite? I was
That's
like,
exactly what he'd say.
yeah, I was like, you invited Sam Button. And he was like, Sam Button? I don't know, dude. And I was like, fuck. And then Sam Button was like,
That's
yeah,
all like
Button.
Michael would ever say to like
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, no, it was so irritating. But granted, that's not why I hate him. Every time I see him, he's always like, oh, hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, man,
Yeah.
I've been going to so many parties. Haha.
Yeah, he seems like he's a funny YouTuber or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
that's the
it's like a
vibe
real
you get.
Logan Paul.
Yeah, it's like just like you just came straight from the YouTube platform and just started to be like, hey man, my name's Sam Button.
Yeah.
I'm not verified, but I'm Sam Button.
And I feel bad because I try not to shit on the kid too much because I get it. Like, I was like that. And also, Nels worked with him for a period of time. But I've never had an interaction with him. I was like, he's alright. Every interaction I've had has been pretty shit. Like,
I've had like 2 interactions with him. The first one was complete shit, and the second one was okay.
yeah. And I think maybe I can.
So it really evens out to I'm not going to invite you over.
Yeah, but if you're here, whatever. You're not getting kicked. You're not getting kicked out, but I'm not going to talk to you. No, dude, I don't know. I'm sure I could have an experience like that one day, but I haven't had one yet. And it's been a few years. So I'm just waiting for that day. Dude, there was one time we were at this party, and I said something like impeccable, or like I was really fucked up, and I said a large word, a word that you don't typically say.
Yeah.
And then you literally, yeah, man, that game was impeccable. And then Gordon was right next to me, and he goes, dude, he just said impeccable, bro. And I was like, yeah, he did, Gordon. I'm glad you heard that shit too. I was like, what a faggot. Like, yeah, like we just had this moment. Like Gordon was like, dude, did you hear that? I was like, yeah, I did. So yeah, I've just never had a great interaction.
Oh my god. Dude, I'd be so pissed if that happened to me.
Dude, it was gross. I was like, what the fuck? It wasn't impeccable. It was a big word though, and I just remember being like, he didn't just like randomly happen to say that. Like he heard me say it and then also said it. Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's added that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw that into this upcoming sentence.
Yeah.
Where can we fit this in? Yeah,
Oh my god.
wild times. You gotta take her out.
He's a good meme.
Dude, after hearing Kelsey's story, I was just curious, like, what do you think is the craziest all-time story revolving around like Brandon's house as a party venue?
Dude,
Because there was a
are
lot over
so
the years.
many.
Well,
man.
there was
Right.
Baywatch night where we made jungle juice, and I had a crazy situation on the personal end.
Yeah, I remember that a little bit.
My girlfriend
It was
thought,
horny as hell.
yeah, she was horny as hell, and
How many times did you hit that night? Because
Was
I
this
just remember
Sarah?
being an in
Who
and
was
out.
it? Was this Emily? Who was your girlfriend?
but
That's right.
okay, well, that's not the point.
You
What
were
I'm
dating
talking
Adele
about-
at the time? No.
Yes, he was. I remember.
Oh,
Why
okay,
not
yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Kelsey
yeah.
remembers?
The problem was is that she couldn't find me for a lot of the party because I'd be like, okay, she'll hear for a second, like, you know, I'm partying, I'm gonna go talk to other people. If you want to come, you sure can. And she was like, no, I'm cool. And then at one point she just couldn't find me, so the whole time she thought I was fucking someone else who was at the party. And she was just like all really freaked out about it. And then when she found me, she thought I was cheating on her. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like,
She's a crazy bitch. She's a crazy bitch who creates fantasies and turns them into reality and then cries about it and makes you the fucking villain.
Yeah, that's
So
what,
thank you.
Yeah,
that's
she'll
what
be
I've
like,
gathered over the
she'll be
years.
like, you you did this, and it's like, no, I did nothing.
Yeah,
you're
dude,
crazy. You need to chill.
Yeah.
You need to chill out is what you need to do. And then she's like, no, you need to leave me alone. I need a break. Like, oh god, dude, I can't stand her. I could go on about her, but we're not gonna do it. I've said my piece. I've said my piece.
But yeah.
What I will say, I'll give you my story from Baywatch night. This was when I was talking to Autumn. And I remember being like, this is the night. I'm going to fuck Autumn tonight. And Autumn showed up with some dude I'd never met and ignored the fuck out. Like, oh, hey. Like, and just walked by me. And I was like,
It's probably old as shit, too.
yeah, dude. It
Probably
hurt.
like
It hurt so bad. My 16-year-old virgin self was like,
Dude, everyone has that moment when you're just a young man and your
crush
girl just
older
gets
man.
fucked by like a 20-year-old.
Dude, there's nothing you can do about it.
Dude. Back when you're in high school, they just love those older kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
So, okay, so this was a big bummer.
Especially if
right?
they're hot.
Big
It's always like
bummer.
the hottest
Big
girls
bummer
out
to
there.
my night at this point. But this was like the beginning of the party, right? Like we had shown up, gotten shirtless, gotten glow rings on. I was ready to go. And that's when she showed up, and then that was like the very beginning. The next 2 hours were an adventure for me. My sister was there. Thomas Allen kept trying to fuck her.
Yeah,
And she was
I
like-
can't showed up with Thomas.
She was like, I don't want to fuck you, Thomas Allen. And he even asked me, he was like, is your sister single? And I was like, yes.
Nice.
Go for it.
Yeah, that
She
happens
kept
at some
telling me,
point.
she was like, this guy Thomas really wants to get in my pants.
Got a
I was
letter?
like, I know. But, so yeah, dude, I ended up going up to Brandon. He gave me 2 bottles of the jungle juice. So I got really fucked up this night. Like, I was,
That jungle juice is absurd.
it was absurd.
It was nice.
I don't know what it is. I don't know. I guess Baywatch wasn't that crazy for me. The craziest
letter?
part was when the cops showed up. I was sitting in the bed of a truck. I was sitting in the bed of a truck outside sipping jungle juice, and I saw a cop, literally like probably about where the oven is, start walking up the hill. And I was sitting right there, and I was like, and I just hopped off the truck and ran down the hill. I was
Nice.
gone. I fucking fell and like tumbled down this grassy like knoll, and I just got up. I was wet. I just kept running. I was like, fuck this. I'm out.
My Baywatch was pretty average as well as far as personal craziness. I was just witnessing like a lot of other crazy things going on and just getting like really fucked up. Like I just got really fucked up, saw a bunch of shit. I can't really remember much. One of the craziest things that happened in my situation is just the fact that I rolled up with Derek. Like in retrospect,
Derek?
yeah, I brought Derek. That was like one of his first parties.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he smoked us down before we brought him, and I hooked him up with jungle juice when we got there.
No shit.
Yeah, it was me, Preston, Derek, and Thomas Allen. That's who I rolled up to the party with.
Jesus.
It is just crazy that Derek was in that crew there. We smoked on my roof beforehand. And I boozed him up. I'm pretty sure that was like his first party.
Huh.
I unfortunately
Definitely one of the early ones.
My first party was at Jason's grandparents'.
Hell yeah.
It was the first time I actually drank.
Nice.
Before that, I was just stoned. What were you saying?
I'm trying to think of my first party. The first one I ever truly went to. Was Baywatch before or after the second blow?
it was after because it was the last one.
No, it was
Okay,
before the
so-
second blow.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. Before the second blow party?
I thought it was.
Yeah, because I missed that because I was already in Michigan.
I was in the Philippines for Baywatch, and I thought I watched the Light Out Part 2 before.
No, Lights Out Part 1 was over Christmas break there, but Lights Out Part 2...
Lights Out was the first one. The Glow Up was the second one.
Which I wasn't at because I was already in Michigan.
That
I
was
was
the
at
one I
Baywatch
was at.
before I moved to Michigan.
I missed Lights Out 1 because I slept on it. I remember being like, who the fuck's going to go to this? I was like, this
I
is
made
shit.
money off it.
Yeah,
I made
a lot of
$50
money.
off it.
Yeah.
I invested.
I wish I could have gone. I regret not
He had a
going
sex
because
room, dude.
Everyone got more than their money
I
back. when
went to
invested.
I went to the Glow Up and had an amazing time.
Dude,
I
and the
was
thing
like,
that
wow, I
sucks
really
about the
missed out.
sex room is that Ryan just fucking ruined it by just getting way too trashed and
Yeah.
throwing up in there.
Yeah.
Everyone was trying to get action in that fucking room. It was the only room. Like
We
I
set it
remember-
up for sex.
Dude, I remember going in there and like Ryan just in there in the corner, and then like Sierra runs over and he's like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" Like, go do that shit outside. This is a sex room. I didn't come in and say my girlfriend's gonna take care of you.
We set up at the beginning of the night when we were setting up. We set
We're
it
like,
up.
this is the sex
This
room.
is the sex room. You go in here if you're having sex.
Yeah, we had chairs set up as a bed, dude.
Ruined the second time.
Really? Yeah, dude, sex rooms
What I
usually
remember
really
about the sex room the
sucks.
second time was a bunch of people sitting in that room around the table.
Oh well, no, that was never the sex room. That was just
Oh.
that was just the chill spot for all the people who knew.
Okay, there's what I interpreted as the sex room. That chill spot was ruined by a few people. In particular, Kendall was there. She was crying and just like being in there crying.
Maybe she wanted the sex.
Dude, Keel was talking to some other chick, and I guess that rubbed her the wrong way.
Well, yeah, she was in love with him.
Right, but still, she like abducted that room and made it her own to cry in. I was like, I was on Molly, so I was like, you're really throwing off the vibes. Yeah, I met Devlin in this room. He had bowling ball eyes, and we were listening to "Drowning" by Kodak Black. It just
Sounds
came out.
nice. Yeah.
And he
That was probably crazy at the time.
Yeah,
it just came out.
And I was like, dude, this song's amazing. He was like, I know, dude. What's up? I'm Devlin. I was like, hey, nice to meet you, Devlin. I'm Wyatt. Are you on Molly? He was like, yeah. I was like, me too. So it was time, and then
Dude, and you got
have you
real
been up
Molly
to?
too, right?
I don't know. People said this meth, but
That was the first time. That's
one.
the first time.
That was the first time.
Yeah, so you're
I
good.
don't
That's what
believe
I'm
that.
saying.
I don't believe that because I've done.
I also don't think it was.
The first time?
I think it was.
Well,
I
dude,
didn't
everyone
know.
thinks it was, but that's only because they heard a rumor and want to
No,
believe it's true.
no.
No,
Grant
no.
clarified it.
Blake
and
and
looked-
Grant both like,
and it looked-
and I was there when it was.
we
playing
were all in the
no.
car. Yeah. Well,
Well,
I wasn't there in the
just
house.
that was just me,
I was in the
Blake,
car with
Brandon.
this.
Like, dude, like, I'm pretty sure it was not pure Molly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was cut with something.
I don't know. Either
I don't
way,
know that it would have been meth. Maybe
I wouldn't say I'm pretty sure. I would say
It was a really
I don't
rock-
give
it
a
was
shit
rock.
either
It was
way.
like a crystal
Everyone
rock.
had a good time.
Yeah, I had a great fucking time.
Wait, well, what makes you think it was cut? Because if it was in a rock,
It wasn't gold, it was pure white. And Grant said it in the car and shined his flashlight on it after we sang a Christmas song. And when we were on the exit to go onto airport, or no, it was Geist. And we all got quiet and were looking at it. And Brandon quietly was like, yeah, man, no, I tested it, bro. Don't worry about it. And just turned the music back up.
Brandon didn't test it. I know that.
Yeah.
well, yeah, I'm sure of that.
And I know for a fact it was Cody Ferrari who
But like,
sold it to Brandon, who was notorious at the time for cutting things with that.
That's Michigan issues.
Yeah, I can see that. I've
R.I.P.
done Molly
Cody Ferrari.
3 times, and the second time was probably the worst. I thought it was cut with something that time. Maybe not meth, but something. It also could have just been because we did it at school, which was a terrible idea.
I loved it at school, dude. I would never have another place.
One of my
I
biggest
think
regrets
we
is
just
never
had
getting
bad
drunk.
times.
It's just a bad idea.
Dude, it was a bad time for me because
We gave Jack Molly, we gave Derek Molly, and Hannah Molly. Those
Yeah,
are 3
awesome.
people.
Hannah called me from the Philippines, and when I was in the Philippines saying she was on Molly, at
Yeah.
least at Baywatch.
Dude, there are 3 people right there who should not be A, on Molly, and B, at school on Molly. That dude, he was freaking out. Everyone was like, dude, you look fucked up. And he was like, do I?
that's
Yeah, it probably made it
worse.
Yeah, well, no, he
Yeah,
said
dude,
it made it
for
worse
sure.
because he started getting in his head, but like he just wouldn't settle down. I was like, this is crazy. Like, I need to get the fuck out of here. I ended up throwing up, and I went to leave, and they were like, if you leave, you can't come back. I was like, okay.
That's
I
fucked up.
walked
That's
out,
stupid.
drove home. I was like, I'm not doing this. So yeah, it was kind of a shit experience. The third time was really interesting. I was with Lauren Height. I was staying the night at Madison Knabe's house, and Lauren woke me up at like 2 a.m, or I couldn't fall asleep, and she came downstairs and was like, are you up? I was like, yeah. She was like, I'm going to a party out in the sticks. Want to come? Fuck it. So I go out to this party out in the sticks. It's like me, her, and my quota. And this guy there gives her Molly, and Lauren was like, this guy's in love with me. If you want, I can get him to
Where?
give you Molly.
Was this
Was
the
it
night
Jared
Nell
Keg?
showed up, or was that the first?
It was your keg because she told me this.
No, it wasn't Jared
You sure?
Caggins. It was a different guy, but
I thought he was involved. I remember.
I don't remember Jared.
Was this the
Caggins.
night me and Nell showed up?
This was a different night, same house though.
Okay,
Remember, that was the night Chet gave you guys.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so different night, but the same place.
No, I was there.
I
No, I only went there once. Never mind.
Yeah, I was
I thought
gonna
I'd been there twice.
I
but
did
no, I've
Molly
only been there
again
once.
that time, but this was a different. I remember the time Chet was in. I was like, "Let me do coke," and you guys were like, "No, you're going to do Molly." Or Nell said,
We were in
you were like, "Come on, do it." And I was like, "Yeah." But Nels was like, "You want to get Molly, bro?" No. The point is, it was a pretty solid experience. Lauren was like, "Yeah, I can get him. I'll get him to give you some Molly." I was like, "Word." And sure enough, he comes up to me and he's like, "Come upstairs." I was like, "Okay." Go upstairs and he has like a gold rock, and he just fucking cuts a little piece off, and he's like, "How do you want to do this, man? Snorting, it's really painful. You put it on your gums, or I could cap it for you, but like I don't have any good caps right now. I have to go find them." I was like, "I'll just put it on my gums." And he was like, "All right, man." And so I, tacked it like it was a lip, and kind of just started rubbing across my gums. And yeah, dude, it was good, Mom. I'll tell you what. It was such an interesting night because upstairs they had music and like those lights going, the moving lights, and it was just me and Lauren just going crazy up there.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a solid night.
Was I there that night? Dude, I swear I went there twice, but I also can't confirm it in my own head.
Yeah, I know that you guys were there one time.
I remember that night. I'm just trying
Was
to
it a
remember.
tall, skinny dude who sold you Molly? Like, was his name Sean by chance?
Is he like a biker, like a granola kind of?
All of them are
I think it
bikers
was
at that
Sean.
house.
I think it was
Sean
Sean.
Larson.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
guess. That's my guess. I don't know for sure, but he was a chill dude, and he let me come back. He even said, he was like, "Hey, come back whenever you like, man." Sweet. I did come back there. Like, and he gave me Molly again.
Yes.
What a good dude. Yeah. It's like that leprechaun that you always just wish somehow your pot gold.
Yeah, the
I
only times I
think
ever
you tend to not wish leprechauns jump out of your pot of gold.
Dude, I fuck up a leprechaun.
They're magic, dude.
Dude, I don't care. I fuck them up. I catch them and I choke them out. I catch them.
Not if they're magic.
These are my gold doubloons. You're done.
I'm pretty sure the original leprechaun fables are pretty gnar.
They are pretty gnar, from what I've heard.
Fair enough. I guess I should talk about that.
Yeah, they'll fuck you up, man. If any leprechauns are listening right now, I respect you.
Dude, are you gonna be able to finish this band, Jay? I remember you like promoting it at the beginning of the episode, and it's still sitting there.
Yeah, dude, it really kicked my ass, and I just let it.
It took me a while to slug down that the colada.
The thing is, what flavor is this?
That's watermelon.
Yeah,
I don't even know where Forbidden Apple is.
Is it in the fridge, maybe?
Somewhere. Are we gonna make ribs?
There's ribs
Right,
in the
like,
fridge.
yeah, they're already
not
cooked.
microwave them.
Oh, we just gotta microwave them?
Yeah.
Whoa. Holy shit.
Is it in Joey's car?
No, maybe.
It could be.
That sounds like that's where it is.
Yeah.
I have mine.
Jace just told me that if he went to the casino and lost all his money, but he lost $130, but he said if he won one time, he would have made $500,000, which would have been an insane thing to be an experience.
Bro, you got Boo on your phone? You got your kid Boo.
Huh?
What?
You got Majin Boo on us.
Oh, I know. I like Kid Boo, but Marjorie was the first fat fuck I saw in my photo.
I found your
Did
letter.
you see Ruth added to NBA 2K20?
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
Whoa, are you
They have the WNBA teams in there.
That's just
So I knew that was gonna happen when she got
That's so
drafted. That's
crazy.
badass.
Good for her.
Yeah.
I mean, the WNBA is a joke. Like, good for her.
Yeah, Ruthie's not though.
No, Ruthie's awesome.
she's a
Dude,
hero.
Ruthie's actually
Ruthie's a
fucking
hero.
good.
Yeah.
I can, that's my thing. I can see Ruthie as being one of the first people to really popularize the WNBA.
Yeah, I think
Like,
she's gonna
someone-
be a fucking superstar, dude.
Yeah, I think
She's insane. She always
I've
has
seen
been.
Ruthie dunk, bro.
Oh yeah,
Couple
many
of
times.
WNBA players who hardly ever dunk.
Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna be
Ruthie
fucking
can
like
be-
Giannis Antetokounmpo of
Yeah.
the WNBA.
Dude, she can be the LeBron James of the WNBA. Ruthie's a beast. I'm so happy for her. That's so awesome. Yeah, good for her, man.
She's a really dope person too. She's nice.
Yeah, she's the sweetest person you'll ever meet.
To everyone.
Oh, I remember one moment. The only moment I had with Joey
Better get back up.
was when it was Miss Dimmick's class my freshman year. Ruthie was like a teacher assistant at the time, and she was walking around with one of her friends, and we had a substitute, Miss Dimmick's, and it was a girl, but she had a beard. Like,
Oh, I remember the beard sub.
yeah, and someone who was hanging out with Ruthie had Ruthie come into class and look at this girl sub with a beard, right? And Ruthie came in, looked at the sub, like puffed out her cheeks like she was about to hold me to laugh and just walked out. And like she's seen everything she needed to see. And after that moment, I was like, I respect you, Ruthie. Like, salute.
Dude, I can't remember. I feel like I talked to Ruthie only because she knew my grandpa. Like, my grandpa was her teacher at one point, and she really liked him. So I remember her being like, "Hey, is your grandpa like this guy?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Oh my gosh, like I love him. He's so sweet." And I was like, "I'm Wyatt. Nice to meet you. Who are you?" Like, and she was a senior when I was a freshman, so I was like, "I can't believe you're talking to me." Like, I was really dude. Her and Daniel.
He was starstruck.
I'm like, yeah, dude. Her and Hornbuckle were the two people who I just loved. Like,
Dude,
whenever they would talk
about a fucking beast, bro. Daniel Hornbuckle,
Dude,
beast. I
say
hope he
his
finally
name,
gets his
bro.
fucking opportunity this year. He just kind of got fucked.
Yeah, dude, Hornbuckle is something else, man. I remember watching him dunk too. He's
Oh,
not
yeah.
that tall.
Oh, yeah. He's shorter than me. He's like 5'10".
Yeah, but I mean, he had huge height. Like,
Yeah.
He seemed like a humble ass dude. He just wore the same Captain America star logo.
Great training. He was fucking legit, dude. Like, he was a really nice guy. Dad's a pastor. Like, I'd never heard him say a cuss word, which is pretty impressive. He'd hit him with a lot of, like, Phillip Rivers, like, goddamn, just crazy shit. The shit that you say if you don't cuss. Like, but cooler than Phillip Rivers because he's Daniel, this fucking, like, swaggy-ass basketball player, not a Texas quarterback.
yeah. Dude,
But,
I think Phil Rivers is done, dude. I think he's
No.
fucking shit on it.
Oh my god, dude, I disagree with you tremendously. I think the Colts are one of the top contenders in the AFC because of Phil. Actually, not entirely because of Phil. Also because they have one of the best offensive lines in the league. T.Y. Hilton is a legit number one.
Yeah.
Their defense is sneaky as fuck and
That's
young.
really gay.
They're actually pretty solid.
I just don't. I believe in the Colts. I don't believe in Phillip Rivers. I think he's not. He just doesn't have.
Yeah,
it.
Phillip
I just don't
Rivers.
think he's had dude. He's never had a super
Like
good
River
line.
Phoenix.
He's never had
Dog.
They've got a really solid roster for him to do his thing. When an old quarterback has a really good supporting system, like Phil Rivers, he knows everything at this point. He's almost 40. He's old.
The
He's
top
seen it all.
contenders this year, and I'm not just trying to toot their horn, but honestly, I think Buccaneers. First of all, the Buccaneers are stacked. I have a lot of faith in the Bucs, dude. With Bruce Arians as the coach.
I actually really love Bruce Arians. He's
Yeah,
a great
Bruce
coach.
Arians, TB12, Rob Gronk, even though he's not in his prime anymore. Dude, TB12 is going to be thrown to Mike Evans. That's all I really like.
And Godwin.
Yeah, and Chris Godwin. So I think the Bucs have a legitimate shot. I don't know about the Saints. I don't really keep up with them.
Mike Evans, bitch.
Yeah.
Cheap shot artist. He fucking decked Marshawn Lattimore from behind a couple of years ago, and I've hated him ever since.
That's fair.
Like Jameis Winston, after he was benched for stinking it up in the first half versus us, was talking shit to So Lattimore and Jameis Winston were talking shit to each other on the sideline. Jameis Winston instigated it, and Lattimore gave him a little shove, and Mike Evans just zoomed across the field and just blasted Lattimore from behind.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck you.
No, that is. I don't necessarily like Mike Evans.
He's a beast,
He's just
bro.
a beast. I think their division's kind of weak. I don't.
What?
Other than the Saints,
Dude, the Falcons, you can't sleep on the Falcons, and the Panthers have Christian McCaffrey.
the Falcons and the Panthers are trash.
No, I think the Panthers aren't going to do great next year, but you can't they can beat any team any week because of just their superstars.
Yeah, I mean just
Because of Christian McCaffrey. And
Yeah.
Teddy Bridgewater is going to get the job done enough times where it upsets some people.
Good.
I don't think the Panthers are going to be in the mix for the division, but they're going to be it's not going to be 2 free wins for Tampa by any means.
Dude.
And the Falcons, I think they can make the playoffs just because their offense is loaded.
It was loaded last season too, but that
Yeah.
didn't really get them anywhere. And the season before that,
Yeah.
Matty Ice is still hot, but it's just him and Julio kind of carrying the whole team.
But it's not like they were horrible the last 2 years. They lost a lot of close games.
I'm pretty sure didn't the Seahawks
They beat the Saints once, so
didn't the Seahawks pick up Devontae Freeman from them?
ooh, that'd be crazy if so.
I thought they did. It was either them or the laptop.
But the Falcons, they've got Todd Gurley. If Todd Gurley returns even close to form, the Falcons are extremely dangerous now. And they got Hayden Hurst, who's a really good tight end. or at least has potential to be. And Ridley and Julio Jones are a 1-2 punch. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
They have most of the guys still from the Super Bowl run where they choked it away. It's just like,
Yeah, they lost their running back. They lost Mohamed Sanu.
yeah, but Ridley's better than Sanu.
I don't know about that. Mohamed Sanu?
He's really cool. But Ridley's got potential to be like, he'll be the number one when Julio leaves. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty high on Ridley.
I'm going to put Tyler Lockett too.
Yeah.
Tyler Lockett.
Dude, I have a lot of respect for Ridley. He's tore up the Saints a couple times already in a short career. Like, actually, we usually shut down Julio, and he's the one who fucks us up.
Yeah.
But that's also because all our attention's on shutting down
Dude.
Julio.
Well, that's the other thing. I think the Seahawks are stacked. Absolutely stacked this season. Like, people are
You guys just don't have a pass rush, dude. The defense starts with the D-line.
I know everyone says that, though, but legitimately, like...
You guys had only 18 sacks last year. Jadavion Clowney left. I know he only had 2 last year, but like he still was your best pass rusher.
Yes, I agree, but we have most
Off pure talent.
we have most of our D-lines. We've
Yeah.
only lost one guy from the D-line.
I know. I just wish you guys had added people to the D-line. I didn't think the
Not
Irvin's a nice little move.
Bruce Irvin, Jamal Adams, Quentin Dunbar.
Right.
That's
I just think the Seahawks are dangerous.
additions. We already had who did we get from the Lions?
Diggs. Yeah.
Quandre Diggs.
That was highway robbery. The
And
Lions should have
Shaquille
never
Griffin.
made that move. That was a horrible move.
Shaquille Griffin won. He got a Pro Bowl nod last year, and he definitely was like our second best corner. I'll say that. I don't know about, is it Marquise Blair or is it Trey Flowers? We got rid of one of them. I think it was Marquise Blair we got rid of. So Trey Flowers got 3 picks last season.
Yeah.
I think he can have a great
I think
season.
your secondary is going to be really good, but
Yeah.
it's really hard, even if you have a really talented secondary, to stop a passing attack if there's no pass rush.
Well, but that's
Like, no
why-
matter how
that's
good
why we
your
got
DBs
Jamal Adams, dude. Jamal Adams is going to do some pass rushing. You know he will.
Yeah, for sure. He'll probably get like 5 sacks, which is a lot for a safety.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, but between that and the guys we have,
yeah.
Bobby Wagner, KJ Wright, Bruce Irvin. I don't know.
But the
dude.
thing is, like, you guys play a lot of coverage. Like, you guys play a lot of cover 3 and just rush with 4 a lot of the time.
This is true, and yeah, our
And,
main
like,
D-line is not that
And your
great.
D line's not that great.
D-line
But-
isn't that great.
Russell Wilson is fucking insane. So you guys have a chance
Dude, I'm
every
genuinely
year.
upset. I understand why Lamar got #1 player of the year. I get it in the NFL top 100, but it just like,
Dude, people were pissed that Russ was above Pat. And I was like, dude, Russ was like,
Russ
any
does
other
more
year, Russ
with
could have been
less.
an MVP.
He does more with less. That is all you
Yeah.
can say about him. He goes 11-5 with a team that should be 6-10.
Russ reminds me a lot, and like obviously so, like because like that's his hero. But like Russ like reminds me a lot of Drew in the way that he can just make like any receiver like a fucking cult.
No,
Like just make it work with just nobody's at receiver.
And
Because up until Michael Thomas, Drew Brees has never had an elite receiver.
yeah, well, and see, that's the thing that people always say. Is they're like, "Oh, well, what's going to happen when Russ can't scramble?" Like, dude, he
He's
throws
an
dimes.
insane
Like,
passer,
he can
so
throw
he'll be fine.
dimes,
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? He's going to chuck it 60 yards down the field.
And also, like,
that's what he does.
Dude, I've still seen Drew scramble on occasion, and Drew is never as athletic as Russ.
Yeah.
So, like, dude, like, it's not like he's going to be, like, he's never going to be so,
Peyton
like,
Manning is so immobile.
yeah, he's a statue in the pocket, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the end of his career. But
I think Tom might even be better than Peyton as far as running goes.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, they're both pretty
Agreed.
statuesque.
Yeah, they're both pretty bad, but Tom Brady at least like.
I think Drew Brees is
Fast.
underrated athletic. I've seen him have some nice little scrambles. I mean, mainly when he was younger, but
I think Eli Manning was underrated.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's a slow motherfucker, but he can move around.
In
His
the,
thing.
in the fucking Super Bowl. He
Yeah.
made the craziest play I've ever seen in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, he fucking,
Got the
they had
going.
him dead to rights. He spun around in a circle. They were grabbing on his jersey. He pulled out. Dude, yeah. Eli Manning, underrated. You think he's going to be Hall of Fame?
Yeah, because he won the 2 Super Bowls. And the Manning name helps.
That's true. That's true.
But the rings are a big deal. The 2
Yeah.
Super Bowls, especially because they were both versus the Patriots, and the 1 year they were undefeated.
They were undefeated, yeah.
His, like, just off his stats, he wouldn't get in. And just his regular season performance, but the 2 Super Bowls, man. Like,
And you got to count him because
there's honestly not that many quarterbacks that have 2 Super Bowls.
the only person that ever,
Like Drew and Aaron Rodgers each only had 1.
the only person that ever beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl twice. To never lose to Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
Well, Nick Foles. Nick Foles is the only other quarterback to beat Brady in the Super Bowl.
True, yeah.
Shout out Nick Foles.
Shout out Nick Foles.
Hey,
Dude,
big dick man.
Dude,
He put the city on his back that year, dude.
I remember watching the fucking game at the Raging Bull. It was like this sports bar in Arizona. This was when I was in Arizona. I had just got my whiskey teeth out. I was fucked up off like half a perk or whatever. And I was watching this game and I was like, this is a good game.
It was like
I couldn't believe it.
Camp-ass
I
game,
was like,
dude.
Nick Foles? Are you shitting me?
Dude, he just like no cares in the world was
What was the
slinging
score?
that thing.
35 to 40 or
Yeah.
48 or some
Yeah,
shit.
the
It
Eagles
was
definitely broke
ridiculous.
40. Yeah.
It was a crazy game, just back and forth. I was like, God damn. And then obviously Philly was just nuts.
Philly.
Philly. And then Tom Brady couldn't call it in, dude. They tried the same thing with
Yeah.
Tom. His butterfingers.
Yeah.
You gotta love
I
it.
actually think that was before they Philly. I think Tom dropped the pass before the Philly.
I thought they tried it after. I thought, because I remember.
Because I remember them saying like the Patriots tried to do it earlier and couldn't, and like the Eagles did or something like that.
I thought it was the opposite. I remember it being they did Philly, and then
The
the
Patriots
Patriots
tried.
brought in Tom. Was
Either way, it's
wide
pretty
open.
fucking funny. Yeah,
was
I
wide
remember
open.
how the play went.
All he had to do was jump, but he just like went like this, and it just
Went right through
over
his hand.
hands.
Yeah.
It was so bad. I was like, God, fuck you, Tom. I mean, but I was glad because he didn't get anything out of it. Yeah, that was a solid Super Bowl. I think my favorite.
Most of the modern Super Bowls have been really good games. There's only been a couple bad ones. The
Super Bowl
Seahawks win
51.
one. The one the Seahawks won was one of the worst ones. But
Obviously,
I was
that a
going for
good
the
one
Seahawks,
me.
so I liked it.
Obviously, that one was solid.
Yeah, I was
for me.
going for them as
It was
well.
because everyone was shitting on them. Everyone was like, they're a young team. This is the number one offense ever. This is Peyton Manning. This is Wes Welker.
I was a big
No
hater
way.
on those Peyton Manning Broncos too because like Peyton broke Drew Brees' record for single season passing yards, and the only reason he did is because like he was staying in like late as shit in blowouts. Like I remember they were shitting on the Raiders like 49-0 at the start of the fourth, and he still ended up finishing the game like just padding his stats. And like, dude, we beat the Colts 62-0 in 2011, the year that we or actually 62-3 because we didn't get a shutout. But like, dude, and Drew Brees didn't even play the second half at all because we were already up 35-0 at halftime.
That's
like,
crazy.
And I was just like, dude, like this is so fucking ugly. Like Peyton gets this record because like he just won't like lead the game ever, and it's just padding his stats and like there was a couple games I remember in that 2011 season that Drew left early because we were blowing out the other team.
I mean, I get that.
So I was a hater on that.
I get that.
And I liked the Seahawks. I'm a big Richard Sherman guy. So.
Dude, that was the perfect Super Bowl for me because I remember just everyone being like, hey, they're going to get shit on.
Yeah.
They have no chance. They didn't just win, they destroyed the Broncos.
Destroyed him. It wasn't ever close.
From the opening snap, I was like, are you kidding me? We just got a safety?
Yeah.
And then they're up, 28-0 at half.
Yeah.
They come back from half and score a touchdown. I was like, it's over.
Yeah, isn't that when Percy
It's
Harper
over.
got the kick return?
Yeah, as soon as halftime started or ended, I was like, it's over. They're not coming back. I had no faith. But the next year, though, my favorite Super Bowl had to have been Seahawks Patriots, even though we lost the way we did.
That was a great Super Bowl.
Great
for sure.
Super Bowl.
Great
Only
Super
because
Bowl.
it wasn't like high scoring. There were great plays on
But
each
there was
side.
great plays.
Every
all
time
over
I
the
thought
place.
we were about to score, they got a pick.
And
Every
who was
time
that motherfucker? He was a major one-game wonder. Like he made a couple other big
Chris
plays.
Matthews.
Dude tore it up
Chris
in the
Matthews,
Super Bowl.
Chris Matthews.
He had some big
people forget
catches,
this.
dude.
Before Jermaine Kearse made that crazy catch, we were on a 3rd and long, and Chris Matthews fucking hauled it in. This was his
And
second
he had that
game
big catch
ever.
before halftime
Yeah,
too.
he had 2 huge catches that game. And this one was for a first down to potentially win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Crazy. I was like, what the fuck is this guy? We traded him away after one season. Yeah, because, I mean, he never
He didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything. But his first 2
He
games,
had that one game.
the first 2 games he ever played were postseason games. He played in the NFC Championship and then the Super Bowl. So that's kind of nuts. Like, he really popped off for that. Yeah, obviously the way it ended, disappointing, but overall just an amazing game.
Yeah.
An amazing game. Like, and it bugs me when people. This is why I get so angry when people don't put Russ in some of the best. It's like he went toe to toe with Tom Brady, and personally, I think had the upper hand. We just fucked up, and he threw a pick. Like, it's the way it is. Coach made the call. He said throw it there. And he tried to fit it in when he shouldn't have.
Well, Malcolm Butler Good
Not
play by
Butler made a
him.
great
He'd been
play,
watching
dude.
film, you know?
He'd been
He knew
watching
what was
film,
coming,
made a great play. Like, it's just, they had the better team, for sure. They had the better team, and they won that game fair and square. We made a bad call. But I think, like...
What's crazy is how different things could have gone if you guys had won that Super Bowl. I really think it would have been a Seattle dynasty. That kind of tore everything apart because that caused like that schism in the locker room between the defense and the offense to become like a big deal.
Exactly. Well, and dude, that's the other thing too is people always for the first like 3 years of Russ's career, they were like, "Oh, it's his defense. He's not that great. His defense is carrying him." Where's all that talk now? Like,
he hasn't had defense for a while.
Yeah, he hasn't had a defense for a while. Pretty sure he made it to back-to-back Super Bowls because he's one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game.
He definitely had a lot of help from his defense the first time.
Yeah. Yep, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
2013 was not his best.
Yeah.
2014 was a crazy year.
Yeah.
I mean,
and especially his rookie year, especially like in his rookie year when they made the playoffs, that was mainly because of the defense. But he made plays.
Yeah.
He was a huge he made a lot of plays. And they should have made a run that year when they made that crazy comeback versus Atlanta.
Yeah, and then they kicked the field goal.
Yeah. That sucked. I hate Atlanta.
That was a bummer. But it was whatever because the next 2 years we made the Super Bowl. But that year too, remember the Green Bay game? He threw 4 interceptions.
Dude, I think he might have even been 5.
It might have been 5.
It was bad, dude.
It was
and then
so bad.
the last 5 minutes of the game was just
5 minutes, 21-0. They just come back.
Yeah.
I was like, are you shitting?
And dude, every play they made was just like increasingly like crazier than the last. Like the 2-point conversion, you like scrambled like back to like the 30, like just threw it up.
Exactly.
And, like, it was just like
he barely caught it. Like there was a defender right next to him, and he just barely.
Ridiculous. And then the onside kick, where like the guy for the Packers like jumped up to get it, and then just
dude.
Oh my god, I hate the Packers too, so I was just loving it. I think it was Boston.
Yeah, Brandon Boston.
But yeah, dude,
his career got ended.
After that, yeah, he got cut.
Yeah, and you know why? It's because he wasn't supposed to catch the ball. They had
he's a fucking linebacker.
Yeah, dude.
Of course he wasn't. He was supposed to protect the guy for catching the ball.
Exactly. Yeah. Who was it? Jordy Nelson.
Yeah.
Their number one
Someone
receiver.
Who can actually catch.
Fucking Jordy Nelson was supposed to catch it. You just see him jump up in front of Jordy, and Jordy's like, "What the fuck?" Like, yeah, man. We definitely got lucky that he did that.
Dude, but his game-winning touchdown to Curse, dot.
Absolutely.
That was insane.
Absolute dot. And they were going for that. No other receiver ran. It was literally just Curse running a go.
Yeah.
And they were betting on that, and Russ hits it. Like, that's just what he does, man.
Yeah,
I think, and I know, like, people be like, he was rated number 2 of the year. Like, he's not underrated. And I'd agree, he's not underrated. Anyone who knows football will say he's really good. Yeah. But it just, there was a long time where people didn't see it. And I'm like, why? Why don't you see how great he is?